Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Global Clash Cup Finals Day 1. Very excited to be here. We got some giveaways to do. Let's take a look at what we're looking at today. So, first of all, take a look at the prize pool here for the GCC. So it's a $10,000 prize pool. Here's the breakdown for the Gothic division. First place taking home $3,500. Second place, $2,000. $1,500 for third. Fourth gets $1,000. Fifth and sixth with $600. Seventh and eighth with $400. And then the bracket for today. So the matches aren't entirely staggered. There will be some matches going on at the same time. So matches 1 and 2 will be happening first. We're taking a look at match 2, Alex Seed versus Space Junk. And then after this, we'll have matches 3 and 4 going on at the same time, which I'll set up a poll in the chat. You guys can let me know what you prefer to see, and we will go to that match, and we'll continue that way through the rest of the bracket. But today, I believe we are watching 4 rounds. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so we'll be watching 4 matches today. And then tomorrow, we'll be watching the rest of them to see who's going to be the winner. Preparation day is wrapping up on the first match. We got Battle Day kicking off. We got Alex Seed versus Space Junk. Alright, how's everybody doing on this fine Saturday morning? Welcome in, Rhonda. Milky Moose, hello. Hello, Rika. Let's see. Gab, hello, hello. Alright, Killerbot, welcome in. Let's do some predictions. On Twitch. Also, it's been very interesting because there have been some really big teams that have been eliminated leading into this weekend. As you can see by the bracket, there's a lot of big names missing. Well, they just they got beat out by these teams that are playing here today. So it's going to be quite an interesting weekend. There's predictions over on the Twitch side of things. There we go. So, I think what I'm going to do... How many links do I have for this scenery? So, GCC provided me with links for chests to give away. And then, I also still have some scenery links, so we're going to be giving those away as well. See how many I have. Alright. So I think we're going to do 3 of those today and 3 of those tomorrow for the scenery. Got my Nightbot as well, so it's ready to roll. Alright, and I think we are ready. Hello, Lugesh. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Giveaway bot. There we go. Alright, so that is ready to roll. Beautiful. We're ready. Also, if anybody happens to be lurking on Kick and YouTube, the giveaways will only be on Twitch if you want to swing by and check that out. So I might as well... Well, no, that's fine. But yes, anybody who wants to do giveaways, you have to be in on Twitch. We'll probably do one before the match and then one after the match. I think that's going to be the plan. Also, I need to fix this logo really quickly because it's over top of the chat. And this match will be starting here very soon. So let's do the first giveaway. The first one will be for a link to chests. So type exclamation GCC in the chat. There you go. There's a giveaway for chests in the chat. Type exclamation GCC to enter. And I will fix this logo. Which one did I do? Oh, I remember. There it is. There we go. There we go. Exclamation GCC in the chat to enter for a win for the first giveaway link. And then after this match wraps up, we'll do a scenery. And then we'll do one more link for chests before the next match starts. Alright, and then the attacks will be starting at around the 37-minute mark. So once we get down to about 39 minutes, I'll pull the winner and get the first link sent out. Hope everybody's excited for these matches. They're going to be good. I think there's a few top teams in there that I kind of expect to do really well this weekend, but the way Gothic Division has gone, it's really hard to say who's going to win. There's been a lot of upsets, big teams going down all over the place. Even Elevate went down right before this finals weekend. Alright. You guys about 1 more minute to enter in for the first giveaway. Exclamation GCC if you haven't done it yet. If you have done it, you only need to do it once. Alright. Hello Pit Lord, hello AJs. Nagesh, welcome in. Nagesh is here, he is here. Harold, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. Welcome in. Alright. Few more seconds and then we'll pull the winner. Last call for the entry. Also, we'll take a look at the lineups too. We haven't done that yet. So for Space Junk, aka Rams, we got Psyduke, Civex, Bomber, Jack, and Lucio. Then over here for Alex Seed, we got Sansan, Invincible, Kazuma, Nyrome, and Hiroya. I believe the predictions on Twitch will be wrapping up shortly as well. I'm going to manually close those once the attack starts, so if you haven't put channel points in on the predictions, do it now, so we'll be closing it. But let's pull this winner. Here we go. The winner is Rika. Congratulations. Alright, I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to send it on Discord. That'll be easier. Grab it. Congratulations. And we will do another giveaway. We'll do a couple of giveaways after this match wraps up. If you didn't win this one, just hang tight. We'll do more later. Here. And there you go. Back to the GCC server, and then let's get ready to watch this match. It's about to kick off. I'm gonna end the submissions on the Twitch channel points. There we go. All right. I believe we have everything ready. I've got the player cams ready. We will be watching player cams with these matches as well. Hello over on YouTube. I apologize I cannot read your name, but welcome in. All right. So the first attack window, I'm actually not sure which team, I didn't check to see which team hits first, but we'll find out soon enough. The attack window will officially be open in 30 seconds. Hopefully you get something good out of those chests, Rika. Let us know. Then I gotta figure out who's actually attacking on here. So I can pull up the right cameras. That'll be fun. You're a Korean fan of Invincible LG. Nice. Yeah, I could recognize the Korean characters. I just can't read it. But welcome into the stream. Happy to have you here. See how Invincible does. I think Alex Seed, they're probably one of the favorites for this weekend. We'll see how they do. Some fellow Koreans will also come. Awesome, I appreciate it. Happy to have the Korean community here with us. Here we go. Nyrome is in with the first attack of the match. And he is coming in with dragons. We got the Royal Champion from the right side of the base, starting off with the Spirit Walk here. First invis down, the Electro Boots will finish off that. Air Defense on the right side of the base. Barbarian King from the top side going for the Wizard Tower. Get that funnel set. Keep the RC in the core. Look at all the giant bombs for the RC charge. Then you making our way in towards the Gear Tower. Get that taken down. The King has popped his ability. Actually rocking the Giant Gauntlet as well. I didn't check the hero equipments there. That's the old school King equipment there. Alright. RC going invisible. Taking on the Prince there. There's the Invis. Should be able to get the Spell Tower. See what else he's going for. He still has a bunch of Invis. He's going for a big charge. There's another Invis. He's got to kind of stack them up. I think he accidentally made that fire spitter invisible, so the RC went the other way, but there we go. Next invis, next invis. She's rolling through the base, but man, she took too much damage, and down she goes. The Royal Champion is dead, and he was trying to get the Town Hall down. He was not able to get that done. Got a Stone Slammer from the bottom side of the base. Now it's going to be up to the Dragons. Let's see what equipment he has on the other heroes here. Okay. Does have that Dark Crown, the Hook Tower, pulling in some Dragons. Does pull a Seeking Airmine as well. There's another one too. Dragons are getting absolutely hammered on the entry here. This is looking a little rough here for Mr. Nyrome. Alright. Monolith still standing. Gigabomb's going to go off here shortly. Still hanging on to that Warden's ability. He's going to pop it here as they move in towards the Gigabomb. Need to get that Monolith out of the way. We got a couple of rocket balloons from the right, from the left, trying to take out some of these outer defenses. And this is looking brutal here. Hopefully he can at least get this Town Hall down. He does have a few invis left he can use. I'm sure he can get at least the Town Hall down. He can make the Prince invisible if he has to. He still has the Dark Orb to fire. That Hook Tower stunning the Prince, pushing him away from the Town Hall. But he can go back in, get that taken care of. The Sweeper is being very annoying. Seeking Airmine, Prince ability goes off. He might need to start using these invis. That Prince is going down. There we go. He still has Phoenix on the Prince, so he's fine. Town Hall will be secured, but I don't think he's going to have enough here to get the 3-star. So it's going to be a matter of how much percentage can he get on this attack. No more spells left. He does have a Wizard and an Archer to try to pick up a few extra buildings, but that Ice Golem's going to make that tricky. Prince goes down in the core. We got a couple of Dragons on the left. That's going to be a defense for Bomber. Nice try to Nyrome. Percentage is going to be relatively low on this attack as well. And this Sweeper's absolutely killed this attack too. Especially in the core. But those Dragons were off to a rough start anyway. That initial entry into the base, they just struggled to get into the base. Good try, good try. Alright. I completely forgot about the player cam. Whoops. I'll remember for the next one. My bad. Am I fine with people chatting in Korean? Yeah, if you guys want to chat in Korean over there on YouTube, that's fine. Since you asked, I appreciate that. So, yep, go for it. Hello, Bako. Welcome in. Thank you, no problem. 3 commons, much needed builder elixir. Tower and castle cake. Hey, at least you got a cake. That's good. Cakes are solid. I'll try to make sure to get you the epic one next time, or the legendary. Jay Costa, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Here we go. First attack from Space Junk. He just got a big defense. Let's see if they can take advantage of that on offense. Right. Another Spirit Walk. We're going to be seeing a lot of that today. Invis down, the RC moving in. Eddie gets hit by a spring trap, so he doesn't really get much there on the right side. So the multi-archer tower going into the scatter shot. We'll take a quick peek at the hero equipment here. Snake bracelet's making an appearance. People call me crazy for liking the snake bracelet here lately. The pros are still using it, and that's in hard mode. There's the recall for the Royal Champion. Alright, he got a nice big funnel on the top side of the base. Giant arrow from the right. He's going to pair it up with the Earthquake, the Log Launcher, and that should be enough to take the Town Hall down. The Queen with the Giant going to make their way down towards the bottom side of the base, and I'd imagine we'll see the Root Riders coming in down here as well. Nice Golem coming in, and there we go, the Root Riders are in. Log Launcher still pushing in for the Town Hall. The Logs might be able to finish off the Town Hall here, a little bit laggy. There we go. It's all good, and down goes the Town Hall. Beautifully done. The Town Hall getting secured before the Yetis even come out. We do have that Furnace on defense. He's going to poison on the CC. Got balloons in front of the healers. Doing a great job protecting them, tanking for any traps. Looks like the King's getting a bit low. No, that's the Royal Champion. Never mind. RC's getting a bit low on health. Drops in the invis. Hopefully these healers can move up a bit. Maybe get her healed back up. There's the Warden's ability. Alright, so far so good. Actually, did he not have the Eternal Tome on the Warden? No, he's got the Rage and the Healing Tome. Okay. I looked at it and I didn't even realize that was the not the Healing Tome there. Down goes the Fire Spitter. We got the Dice Tosser on the back side of the base. That Mortar Crusher doing lots of damage to these ground troops. He does have the Freeze on him. Also got a couple of enemy heroes here on the back side of the base. Got the Booze on the right side trying to take down that storage. starting to slow down quite a bit. The Root Riders are dying off. The King still has his ability to get us a couple of super barbs in the bag. Alright, lots of snakes moving around as well, trying to help take down the buildings. Down goes the gear tower to the snakes on the left side, maybe? Oh my goodness, how did they not take that down? That's crazy. I thought for sure the snakes would have it. It's like on 1 HP. That is super unfortunate, but this one is also going to be a big defense, and I don't think he's even going to be able to get the same percentage as Alexid on their first attack. Alright, nice try. That's going to be a big defense. Actually, 75. Looks like the percentage is going to be pretty close. They might even be able to push it up ahead a little bit. 76, 77, 78. Man, these super barbs, they're making that percentage climb. Alright, so Space Junk actually will have a little bit of a lead. Alright. It's going to be very close. We got 78 to 76. And the next attack for Alexid up next. What do I think of the torch? I think it's too early to tell. We're not doing player cam. We'll do the player cam when I remember to do the player cam. It's ready and set up. I just keep forgetting about it. I'm not used to doing all that. Hey, thank you for that super chat over on YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Invincible LG, let's go. I'm not sure at what point he usually attacks. I don't know if he's going to be like later in the war, but I guess we'll find out. We have more matches after. Yes, we have a total of 4 matches today. And towards the end of this match, I need to start a prediction, or not a prediction, but I need to start a poll to let us know which match we're going to next. Because I want to let you guys decide. So we have 2 options. There's going to be 2 matches going on at the same time for each round today. I don't know if it's the same for tomorrow or not. I'll have to double check. But here we go. Sunton is in with the next attack for Alexid. They're behind a little bit on percentage. Not going to be an RC charge this time, or at least not a big one. And he might be doing a fireball. Let's see. He is doing a fireball. There's the rest of the equipments for the heroes. Okay. So the first attack of the day that does not have a Spirit Walk or RC charge. See where he wants the fireball. There's an invis. There's the warden. There's the fireball. Just a quick little fireball to this Gigabomb compartment. Gets it all cleared out. Alright. Just short and simple. I like it. Hard to mess that up. Beautiful funnel set. Root Riders are in from the left, and here we go. The Root Riders making their way into the base. A Flame Flinger from the top side. Alright. Thing pushing into that left corner. So far, so good. Lots of troops moving in. We got the Overgrowth over the Town Hall to keep those shots from coming in onto his troops. Poison over the CC to cover up that furnace. Tornado Trap over here by the Gear Tower. Root Riders continuing to make their way through. They're all going to path into this Monolith Inferno Tower compartment here. Get all these big defenses out of the way. We got the King and the Queen on the outside of the base to funnel. He's just going to run these Root Riders around this ring. Overgrowth does wear off. We got the Royal Champion Rocket Spear onto the Town Hall to get that taken care of. And he does still have another Overgrowth he can use. He's got a couple of Invis he can use as well. King and Queen abilities are still in the bag. There's that Overgrowth on the top side of the base. Covers up the Expo. Covers up the Fire Spitter. Alright. Royal Champion still moving through. The Invis is down. Taking on the enemy Queen. His army's thinned out quite a bit. All the Root Riders are gone. It's up to the heroes at this point. We got snakes helping out, helping to tank, take down some of these buildings. The spring traps throwing snakes all over the place, though. The Overgrowth should be wearing off here shortly. There we go. Invis down for the troops on the top side of the base. That RC barely hanging on. Queen helps take out the Fire Spitter. The RC is going to be going down. There she goes. Pops the Queen's ability. Got the Clone and the Giant. Snake still going on the top side of the base. Spiky Ball takes out the entire Tesla farm. Headhunter for the enemy King up here, but the King's going to go down anyway. And then from the Flame Flinger, we got the Super Minions on the left. This is looking good for Sunsun. It's looking like it's going to be the first triple of the match, as the Super Minions are going to help take out the Ricochet Cannon. Queen takes out the Multi-Inferno Tower, and that is going to be a 3-star. Beautifully done. And Alexid take the lead on stars. GG. Very nicely done. Beautiful. And now the pressure's on to Space Junk. Alright, I'll remember to do the player cam this time. It's once I see the attack going in, I'm just ready to roll. Hello, 17. Welcome in. Town Hall 12, Town Hall 9, and 3 Town Hall 8s are still in your clan. That you grew to 10. Nice. Alright, let me make a note to my moderators here. Time. Oh, there's the next attack. It's Civax in with the next attack. And where is the player cams? I thought I pinned it to the top. There it is. Alright. We got the player cam on this time. And he's starting off with the Warden Walk as well. Is he also doing a Fireball? No, he's not. No Fireball. He does have the Rage and the Heal. He's actually doing a little bit of a Queen Charge here. Queen Charge in with the Angry Jelly. She's pushing right into the base. Invis is down for her. Okay, very interesting start. Not something you typically see. But that Angry Jelly Queen Charge, there's the recall. He pulls everything out of there. And now we got the Root Riders in from the right side of the base. Alright, here we go. Full send, everything in from the right corner. Still, he has 3 overgrowths on this attack. Take a look at the other equipments that he does have. He's got snakes and balls. He's got the mirror and the action figure. Typical stuff for the king and queen. Getting through the scatter shot here. Okay. Everything pushing in towards the town hall. He's going to be able to get the town hall taken care of. We got the Barbarian King with some witches on the top side of the base for the funnel. Get these defenses and trash buildings taken down so everything else stays on the inside. He has popped the Warden's ability. We got the troop thrower, troop launcher, throwing some barrels of monkeys over the top into the core of the base to help support. Need to get that Crusher Mortar out of here. He's going to freeze it up. The Giants will help take it down. Everything else wrapping around that top side of the base. We got the Fire Spitter on that left side doing a lot of damage here. Hopefully he can get to that shortly and get that taken care of as well. He does have one more overgrowth still to use. See where he uses it. He might use it in the core of the base and let everything just continue to wrap its way around the outside before turning into the core. But we'll see what he does. He might also use it on the outside and push everything through the middle. The Ricochet Cannon firing away. Gigabomb doing lots of damage. We still have quite a few troops. The healers are actually doing a beautiful job here, keeping everything healed up. Nice invis as well. Gets all the damage off of these troops as they continue pushing in. It's actually looking pretty good here for Civax. Still have the Queen's ability in the bag. He's already used the overgrowth. He did use it in the core, basically over the same buildings again. Now it's going to wear off. He's got that last invis in the bag still to use. Multi-Archer Tower on the back end and the Monolith in the core are going to be his biggest issues here as he tries to get through everything else that is left. The Yetis will get the Multi-Archer Tower. Can he get through everything in the core of the base? It's going to be close. Did the Yetis get that? Okay, they do. The Monolith needs to go down. The Frosty doing a beautiful job, but everything's thinning out. The Queen is going to go down. The Monolith stays alive, and this is going to be a defense for Alexide. Nice try to Civax. Sheesh. That was looking really good there for a moment. That was super close, but not quite enough. To give my moderators a note. There we go. There we go, there we go. I just wanted to make sure that none of the moderators hop in and wonder why the chat's in Korean, so that's all sorted. We won't have any issues there. You guys are still welcome to continue typing in Korean. It's totally fine. Alright, next attack. Alexide has the lead by a star. It's 35.2 to 34.6. think the wall stopped the troops. I mean, to some extent, yeah. It definitely slowed down the Yetis. If the Yetis didn't have to go through the wall to get that multi-archer tower, they could have gone up to support the queen faster. You were worried it might annoy the English viewers? Nah, they'll be alright. Oops. There we go. It's Invincible LG. It is his time to shine. Let's see if I can find his cam here. Oh, is he in here? I don't see him. I found him. There we go. Starting off with the Royal Champion Spirit Walk. Alright, get through the scatter shot here. There we go. He does have 2 more invis, so he's not going for a huge charge. He's just trying to grab a little bit of value here, get a bit of a funnel set. There we go with the recall. Pulls the Royal Champion out of there. Alright. There we go. The Root Rider's just going straight in. He does have the Rage and the Eternal Tome. Typical stuff for the King and the Queen. Royal Champion back in the mix. We got the Troop Launcher coming in as well. Ice Golem hits a Spring Trap immediately on the top side of the base with the King and the Queen. Got the Overgrowth in the core. Poison over the CC. Alright. Everything pushing right on into the middle of the base here. We got the Ice Golem again on the top side of the base. Hopefully not finding another Spring Trap up there. We've seen a lot of Ice Golems getting hit by springs in these attacks. But the King and the Queen will continue their way around the top side of the base. Root Riders pushing through the middle. The Overgrowth wearing off. Pops the Warden's ability. It's going to keep everything protected as they get through some of these important defenses. Nice Overgrowth over the Fire Spitters on the back side of the base. So these troops won't have to continue taking all that damage as they move their way through. And they can get to the back side of this Fire Spitter on the right side. Town Hall will be secured. King still staying to the outside. The Queen actually came back around, so the Queen is going to be helping support through the core of the base, which is probably a better spot for her at this point in the attack. Rocket Spear flying through for the Royal Champion. Help pick up the Expo on the right side of the base. We need to get these Fire Spitters down there doing a lot of damage. Giga Bomb's going to go off. Queen's ability is going off to help get these down. There's the Giga Bomb. But the Queen will grab the Fire Spitter. However, the rest of the army is pretty much already gone. There are no Root Riders left. It's just heroes. Invis for the Queen, but this one's going to be a defense. Nice try to Invincible. This one is going to fall just a little bit short. The percentage is going to be pretty decent, though. Nice try, nice try. All right. Defense for Space Junk. They have an opportunity to potentially catch back up. Very nice try. But they're still in a pretty good position. Space Junk still have the pressure. They still have that extra star they gotta pick up somewhere. Right. See where the next attack's gonna go in at. Also, somebody asked about the next giveaway. We're doing giveaways on Twitch in between the attacks. So the next one will be after this match wraps up. Not as high if Junk 3s they could win on percentage, true. Well, Space Junk have also had... Well, they did have the 95, which helps them a lot. Then that 78 kind of hurts a little bit. But they also have the 76 over for Alexeed. So yeah, you're right. If Space Junk triple their next attack, they will actually take the lead on percentage. Because that would put them at 44... Or wait. Is it 44.6? I don't remember. Here we go. We got Psyduke. The next attack. And he is bringing in the Royal Champion charge as well from the left side. Get through the Fire Spitter, get through the Ricochet Cannon. Next Invis is down. He's got 3 more to use. He does have 2 Overgrowth. Seems like we're seeing a lot more Overgrowth again. There for a while, there was no more Overgrowths with the Root Rider attacks, but it looks like it's making a bit of a comeback. But here we go. Quick Overgrowth over the Town Hall itself, and then full send from the bottom side of the base. Root Rider's in. We got the heroes coming in. Everybody making their way in. It's going to push straight towards the Ricochet Cannon. Ice Golem is there to help tank the cannon as the troops make their approach from the left side. He's actually got troops getting pulled in towards the town hall because of the defensive clan castle. These ice golems freezing up the royal champion. She's right on top of that town hall as well. All right, pops the warden's ability. It's going to get things healed back up. Does he have rage and heal as well? He does indeed. No eternal tome here. Everything else is pretty much the same. The only hero equipment that really seems to change is the warden. Some players like the rage and the heal. Some players like the eternal tome. And of course, we did see that one fireball. But that just goes to show that the equipment for the warden is so good, it's a lot more flexible. Whereas these other heroes are just pretty much sticking with the exact same combos. Got a bunch of headhunters coming in from the right side of the base. Can they make it to the defending heroes? There's 2 left. They're getting sniped. They're struggling, but they do make it. They help take out the defending king. The overgrowth on the backside of the base wears off. We've got the crusher mortar. We got the monolith back there as well. All right. Gotta get through these big defenses. The root riders are staying to the outside of the base. It might not be a bad thing as the king is tanking most of these crusher mortar shots. He's gonna freeze it up. He does have one end is left as well to use towards the back end of the base. Let's see if he can get everything through. Root riders push to the outside. Down goes the crusher mortar finally. King's still tanking the expo, but he is going to be going down here shortly. Queen. Oh no, he still has his ability, so he can fire off the ball. He's still going to go down, but he at least fires the spiky ball. Gets everything back into these main defenses. Nice ice golem on the outer edge of the base as well. It's going to tank that ricochet cannon for a good bit and freeze it up as the troops make their way in. And this is looking solid for Psyduke. He's got to get through this very last compartment here. We got the scatter shot going down. There it goes. The defending queen goes down, and this is going to be a 3-star, and Space Junk take back the lead against Alexid. What a hit here. And it's going to be a 3-star for them. It's going to be a very tight match. Oh boy, nicely done to Psyduke. Boy, oh boy. So that was the wrong button. My bad. There it is. It's going to be a good one. We're all tied up at 7 apiece, but the percentage lead. Space Junk. Alright, next attack for Alexid. They got a little bit of pressure now. They want to try to get another 3-star in here to put the pressure back onto Space Junk. Space Junk with the opportunity for a big upset. I love that the match is so close too. Is this double elimination? No, this is single elimination. If you're knocked out, you're done. And here we go. It is Hiroya. See if I can find him on the screen really quickly. He's there on the edge. Let me see if I can move that over. But he is coming in with the RC charge. He is going to be Root Riders again. There we go. We can see his face now. Perfect, we can see his face. He is literally just on the edge of the screen, though. Alright, Royal Champion has popped her ability, the Haste Vial. So this is the first time we've seen something a little bit different. Actually, I think we've seen a Haste Vial earlier, too. So that might not be the first time. You have the Rage and the Heal on the Warden. Typical stuff for the Queen. Typical stuff for the King. And here we go with the Mass Root Rider spam from the left side of the base. Queen to the outside to set the funnel. Keep all the troops inside. We got the Overgrowth in the core of the base, covering up the Town Hall and the Crusher Mortar as these troops make their way in towards the middle. Rocket Balloons coming out. We got the Furnace on defense. He's going to ignore the Rocket Balloons and poison the Furnace. Alright. Snake's going crazy on the left side with the Barbarian King as well, trying to help, but that funnel didn't even get set quickly enough. The Root Riders are going to the outside of the base. Actually, the Overgrowth is really what's pushing them to the outside of the base, so it wasn't even the funnel. They just didn't have anywhere else to go. But the Overgrowth does finally wear off. So got lots of troops on the top side of the base. The Fire Spitter firing away. The Royal Champion making her way in there to get that Fire Spitter taken care of, but she has taken a ton of damage in the meantime. All right, Fire Spitter down. Now we gotta get back to this Town Hall. I'm getting a little bit worried about that town hall going down. He does have another overgrowth, so if he has to, he can path everything into the middle, which he might need to try to do that. We do not want a 1-star. That'll be devastating at this point in the match. He's going to overgrowth on the backside of the base. He's not going to use it for pathing, just covering up these big defenses on the backside, but the troops are coming back around. I think he's going to have no problems here securing the town hall. He's got the queen on it. She has ability. Spiky ball coming through as well. It's a little bit of damage on it. The 2-star will be secured. Now the question will be, can he push through for the 3-star? And look at all the troops he still has left alive. This is looking good at this point, but it could start to fizzle. And as I say that, the troops are disappearing very quickly. We got a couple of Yetis in the Warden, and then the Queen on the top left side of the base. Queen still has ability, like I mentioned, so whenever he needs to, he can pop that. There's a wall break from the left. Pops the Queen's ability. Giant coming out. The clone's coming out. Everything's split into 2 different directions there. Alright. Monolith is tanked. He will not be able to reach the Monolith. He needs that Queen, or he needs the Giant to beat in, but he chooses a terrible wall. Everything is going down, and this is going to be a defense for Space Junk. And they are looking good now at this point in the match. Good try to Hiroya. It's going to be good percentage, but they're going to need a defense. Good try, good try. Very nice try. Big opportunity for Space Junk. If they triple here, they go into the last round of attacks with a 1-star lead. But tripling is easier said than done, that is for sure. Another mid percentage, yep. That was what, 80-something? 87? That's better than some of the first attacks of the match. Alright. Let me bring up the GCC server again. Whenever they are ready, they can go in with the next attack. He's lucky. Oh yeah, for the town hall pickup. I think if he really had to, he would have used the overgrowth, but he was able to recognize that he didn't need to. All right, here is Bomber with the next attack. There we go. By the way, Bomber is a builder for WBB. There we go. Got the Queen with the Angry Jelly and a Golem from the right side of the base. Healers are in. Golem's taking a bit of an adventure, so he's not going to be super helpful at this point. Queen's a little bit on her own, a little bit of another Angry Jelly Queen charge. We've seen one of these earlier as well. The Warden in the mix to help out. The healers keeping the Queen healed up. There's the Invis. That's a lot of damage in that compartment. But there we go. She's continuing to push in. Next Invis is down. Actually getting that Warden healed back up. He got a bit low there as well. There's the recall. Pulls everything out of there. And then he's just going to redeploy it immediately on the top side of the base so that he can get them pathing towards the town hall. Okay. He does have 3 overgrowths to use. There's the first one in the core of the base. Barbarian King from the top side, and we got the troop launcher. So that core overgrowth was to cover up the monolith. It does have a pretty good reach. He wants to make sure these troops moving into the town hall aren't getting hit by that damage. Healers doing what they can to keep everything healed up. There's a lot of troops on this top side. It's like a rocket balloon out of the troop launcher. Picks up a bunch of red air mines. Okay. I like that. That's going to help keep the healers alive, which some of them are getting a little bit low. There's another red air mine as well in the core. A second overgrowth has been used in the middle of the base, covering up the Infernos and the Monolith yet again. Lots of troops pushing in from this left side. King's on the outside of the base, helping to make sure this funnel stays set. There's the Tornado on that far left as well. It's got the Witches over there helping to support, but the Giant Bomb, I believe, just took them out. There's that last overgrowth, so he's going to try to redirect everything through the middle, get these Inferno towers down, get the Monolith taken down. There we go. There's a freeze for the Monolith and one of the Inferno towers. First Inferno tower does go down. Alright, so far so good. King's still walking the outside of the base. He's got to take on the enemy King here. A couple of Headhunters to help out with that. We also have that defending Prince. The Skelly spell there doing a great job distracting the Prince and the Gear Tower while the King slowly but surely makes his way in. He still has quite a few troops left alive. The Crusher Mortar starting to pop off, throwing these cubes all around. Scattershot is distracted by the Boo over there on the right side. It was anyway. Gear Tower's popping off. Everything's slowly but surely disappearing. on offense and defense. Giga Bomb's gonna go off. It's gonna kill all the snakes. The giant trying to get through the gear tower, but everything else is dead. And just like that, everything has vanished. And it's gonna be a defense for Alexseed. Percentage will be good, but an opportunity now for Alexseed to potentially lock in a 3-star in their next attack. Very nice try. That'll be great for their percentage, but not the 3-star they were after. We'll let it wrap up here. I think you can grab actually a few more buildings. This was super close. The only real defense that's left is that gear tower on the bottom side. I mean, obviously the ricochet cannons are a big deal, but he's got air troops to take those out. Good try, good try. 93%. Alright. That leaves us all tied up yet again, going into the last round of attacks. Now, if Space Junk triple their last attack, it doesn't matter what Alexseed do with their next attack, because they will win no matter what. So Alexseed essentially need a 3-star and a defense. Alright. Here we go. Kazuma with the next attack. He is also bringing in the Root Riders here. Got the Angry Jelly on the Warden. He is going to go for a Fireball. Giant Arrow on the Queen. Okay. He's got the Rocket Spear on the Royal Champion. We'll see what value he's going to go for with the Fireball. He has 4 Earthquakes and 5 Invis. Very interesting. Gonna be patient here at the start of the attack. Let the Warden do his thing. Get through some of these early defenses. There's a Rage for the Warden. It's going to speed him up and make sure that he's not taking too much damage. I don't think he's really worried about the damage here. It's more so about the speed. So you have to have that time management. Alright, moving in for the scatter shot. We got a Yeti on the bottom side of the base. Take out that Wizard Tower. That'll help out for the Fireball pathing. There we go. The Invis. Fireball to the Town Hall. Beautifully done. And there are the Earthquakes and almost everything in the core, but the Giant Arrow to finish off the Town Hall. Beautiful combo there from Kazuma. And then here we go with the Root Riders from the bottom side of the base. Alright. Troop launchers in. Giant and the King are going to walk around the outside over there with the Archer Queen. It was a beautiful opener for this attack. He does have a few spells left. He's also got an Ice Block, which we haven't seen a whole lot so far. Alright. Everything's still moving in. We got lots of snakes moving around. We got the troop launcher still throwing some troops into the middle. There's an Invis. Get through the Ricochet Cannon. He's got a couple of heroes in the core that could be a little bit annoying. I'm actually surprised the Fireball didn't damage them more than that. Barbarian King still doing a nice job keeping the funnel set, keeping the Root Riders inside of the base. They're moving into the scatter shot now. He still has the Ice Block as well, but this is going to be kind of a nasty compartment here. We got the Multi-Archer Tower, Ricochet Cannon, and the Monolith combo waiting on the back end. Still his King's ability, still his Royal Champion ability as well. She's got that Rocket Spear in the bag. Might not be a bad idea to use that sooner rather than later. Nice Invis here. Down goes the Multi-Archer Tower. I think he's going to stun it as well. There's the RC's ability, Rocket Spear, and this is looking good for Kazuma. You see he's already smiling. This is looking great, and it's going to be a 3-star for Alexseed to put the pressure back on to Space Junk. He's got the Ice Block that he doesn't even need. We don't even know what the plan was for the Ice Block. He didn't need it, doesn't use it. Beautifully done. Alright. That means Space Junk have to 3-star to win. Anything less, and Alexseed move forward. Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I saw the Chinese characters. I was like, wait a minute. We're changing languages in the YouTube chat. thought it's Chinese? Looks like Chinese to me. From fish. Oh, you thought they were speaking Chinese. No, they're speaking in Korean. Here we go. But let's keep the YouTube chat in Korean or English. Thank you. Alright, we've got Jack with the next attack. See if I can find him on here. There he is. We'll get his player cam on as well. So Jack coming in with the Royal Champion Charge. Huge attack here. All the pressure is on him. He has to 3-star. Otherwise, their day is done. Their weekend is done as far as GCC goes. And nobody wants to be the first team out, but somebody's got to be. This attack will decide who it is. Got the Root Riders in. We got the healers in. Troop Launcher making its way through as well. Alright, Rocket Balloons from the left side. We got the Ice Golem hitting the Spring Trap. See, so many times today we've seen these Ice Golems just getting tossed to the side. Oof. Everything moving in towards the Town Hall compartment. The Overgrowth wears off. He does have 2 more Overgrowths. Pops the Warden's ability. Looks like it might be Healing Tome and Rage, and it is. A lot of these attacks not using the Eternal Tome. I like that. Keeps things mixed up. Alright, Overgrowth in the core. Everything's still pushing around that left side of the base. Next to Invis is down, keeping all these troops protected, moving in towards the scatter shot. Be able to get through that, no problem. We got Yetis in the core of the base. Overgrowth still in effect. He does have his last one as well. That Overgrowth in the core is going to be wearing off. There it is. He's just going to go ahead and drop the next one in. Leaves the Inferno Towers uncovered this time, so they can be taken down. Okay. He did cover up the multi-archer tower on the top side of the base. There's the next Invis. He has one more after that. I almost said the last Invis. Giga Bomb going off at 12 o'clock. An Invis in the core. Was that intentional? Oh, he has something in there. It's the Royal Champion. I didn't even know she was in there. She's hiding in the Overgrowth, but she does go down. He's got the King and Queen's ability, but it's not looking good. He's got so much base still left to go, and I don't think it's going to be enough for the 3-star. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Alexeid will be moving on with a defense here. Nice try to Jack, but Space Junk, aka Rams, are going home. Nice try, nice try. Let me start up a poll over on Twitch to see which team we will be watching next. A nice try to that attacker there, Mr. Jack. Let's get rid of the player cam. And there we have it. 12-11. What a good match. Rams actually had higher percentage too. But at the end of the day, they didn't have enough stars. Alright. Let's do a very quick poll. I think we got like 8 minutes before the next match starts. Let's do a poll. This will be on Twitch only. I apologize, but it's tricky to do multi-platforms for these things. Alright, so let me show you guys what we're working with here. I think we have this on this screen. Yes. So for the bracket for the next match that we can watch, it's going to be either only Badzinger and Team Diablo, or Team Electros versus Alone. We'll do like a 5-minute poll. And there you go. The poll is live over on Twitch. Hey, thank you for another super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. Let's go back out of here. You guys vote for your next match. We'll be watching Alexeid potentially later on. So Alexeid moved to match number 7. And they will be playing either Oz or Zo-Wat. So one of those two teams. I'm not sure which one won. But that match number 1 is already played as well. Actually, let me see. I might be able to find the results. Maybe? We'll find out. But you guys let me know, and then let's do a giveaway. This one's going to be for scenery. Also, I need to get into the... Well, we'll worry about that in a minute. Alright, do exclamation goblin in the Twitch chat for a chance to win the goblin scenery. I realized I still had the bracket on screen. There we go. Exclamation goblin. You want to watch Altano and Crispy? That's Team Electros, right? How's the poll looking? Right now we are favoring Badzinger versus Diablo. But there's only a few people voting in the poll. So if you're here typing in exclamation goblin, also let us know what match you want to see if you have a preference. Also, Holland Lord and Born, thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it. Not in your favor? Not at the moment. You can also open up some more tabs. Some of the other streamers that are currently covering GCC may also be watching the other match, whichever one we don't go to. Actually, who else is live? Let's see. At least on Twitch. I know Clash with M is streaming. Looks like Placebo is streaming. And Mr. Morningstar. Also Sply. There's a handful of other streamers that'll be covering potentially the other match. I doubt that everybody's going to cover the same match, but I guess you never know. I mean, on this one, there's two really good options for these matches. Yeah, Morningstar's live. Alright, looks like it's pushing more and more towards only Badzinger. I'm going to actually... Let's give it one more minute, and we're going to end the poll. So if you're going to vote, do it now. So I got to get set up for the next match before it actually starts. Preferably. Only could send this to Clash of Clans Discord. Think they don't allow sharing lives YouTube? I see. Well, I appreciate the gesture. He's streaming Electros. Well, looks like we're going to only Badzinger. So I'm going to go ahead and end the poll here. There we go. Let me get set up for the next match. We'll pull the giveaway winner and then run another one. So, exclamation goblin if you haven't done so yet. And I apologize for the other platforms, but I can only do giveaways on one platform at a time. And today we're going to be focused on Twitch. So let's find a clan here. Badzinger. CR. CPUQ. I wonder if they're going to post updated brackets. That would actually be really nice. I wish we had one that was just updating live. That would be nicer. Then I wouldn't have to worry about switching out the images. But otherwise, we're not going to really know what the other matches are after this first round. There we go. Get a spare phone. Don't want to leave. You'll have to hop in between the two of us. Just swap back and forth. What's this? Okay, let's make sure I didn't get rejected. We'll give him a minute and then we will request to the other clan. Alright, last call. I'm going to pull the winner here in just a moment. Exclamation goblin. Let me grab this this meeting in the meantime. That was the wrong button. That's the one we're looking for. So this is going to be match number 3. Join the call. Let's pull a winner. Next is L1 v L2. Oh wait, there is a lower bracket. It's not single elimination. My bad. So there is apparently a lower bracket. I didn't even realize it. It's literally on the bracket that I keep looking at. So this is double elimination. I misspoke earlier. I thought it was single elimination. Still doing the giveaway. Yes, I'm about to pull the winner for the scenery. Here we go. The winner is Nagesh. Congratulations. Nagesh gets the scenery. Let me DM this to you. Alright, here is the scenery link, Nagesh. Just make sure you're logged into the account you want the scenery on before you click that link. If you click that link and you're logged into an account that already has the scenery, it will make the link invalid. So just keep that in mind. Be careful. But there you go. Congratulations. Alright. You'll message in Discord. I can send it there as well. That's fine. Shoot me a message and I'll post the same link there. Alright, let's start up another giveaway. Now this time, let's do that. Exclamation chests in the chat. CHESTS. Chests. Alright, we did get in. And there we go. I'll do predictions on Twitch as well. Sent hi? Okay. Let me send you this. There you go. And then I'm going to pull the winner for this next giveaway when the clock hits 39. Let me split my recording. Exclamation chests in the chat for a chance to win some chests. Thank you to Global Clash Cup for this giveaway. And thank you for Supercell as well. Oop Angel, thank you for the follow. And Light Yagami, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate it. Alright, let's do predictions. Alex Seed 1. It's gonna be Only Bad versus Team Diablo. Alright, predictions are live. Hurry up and vote if you want to do predictions. I will close it before the first attack goes in. I didn't even realize that was a command. Whoops. Nightbot's out here running commands. I didn't even realize it. That's hilarious. That was unintentional. Let me delete that command really quickly. It doesn't matter. You guys are still entered for the giveaway. Not delete it. There we go. Alright, it is almost down to the 39-minute mark. Last call, last call. Is that the Goblin Cave scenery? Yes, this is the that was the Goblin Cave scenery. Sorry. Forgot to mention. Gotta put an S on it, Rhonda. What is the link of the Nightbot? Oh, Nightbot was posting an old link. Alright, let's pull the winner. Gab won the giveaway. Where you at, Gab? Congratulations. Switch here. There he is. Oh, let me grab that link too. I can copy paste it. This is number 2. I have whispered you the link. There you go. Congrats. Alright, now we're going to put giveaways on hold until after this match wraps up, and then we'll do another 2 giveaways. How are the predictions looking? Looks like we're heavily favoring only Badzinger. Let's take a look at the lineups here as well. And we got 1 minute before the attack window opens up. Ben, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Alright, so for Team Diablo, we've got PV, Will, Gabrielle, Jose, and Noah. And then for only Badzinger, we got Demo, Ninja, Sean, Dima, and ND. Another heavy-hitting team here. Alright. How do I find that link you whispered? It's in your whispers. I can send it on Discord if you want. Just shoot me a message on Discord so I can quickly find your name. Alright, I'm going to end predictions. There you go. This match is about to kick off. Here we are. They can go in whenever they're ready. There you go. Code has been sent. And we'll see who's attacking first here very shortly. There we go. It's going to be Badzinger kicking it off. We got ND with the first attack. Let's get him up here on the screen. Shoot, where did my button go? There it is. Starting off with the Royal Champion from the top right side of the base, the Spirit Walk. Rocket Loons from the top as well. Gets through the Ricochet Cannon. She'll go up for the Wizard Tower. Next Invis is down. He does have 4 more Invis to use. Just trying to push her into the base. I'm not sure if he wanted her to go to the Town Hall or not. But I mean, she's still going to get good value there. So that's why I'm not sure exactly which one she was trying to go for. We'll get the Fire Spitter. Get the Scatter Shot out of the way. Nice value. Down goes the Poison Tower. There's the Recall. Pulls the Royal Champion out of there. Alright. Brute Riders from the right. Warden. Archer Queen. Here we go. Everything moving in. Going to be able to get this Town Hall down nice and early. So far, so good. The healer's doing a great job keeping everything protected. We got the Troop Launcher over the top. Take a quick look at the hero abilities. It's going to be pretty much the same old stuff. Okay. Except we do have the Eternal Tome this time to keep things protected. Whenever he does decide to pop that ability, there's a heal spell going down in the middle of the base just to keep everything topped up as much as possible, especially the healers. I think the heal spell might have been more for them than anything else. Get them pushed back up to full health. That way they can continue to heal the troops as well. Alright, Tornado Trap on the bottom side of the base. King trying to get through that multi-archer tower, but it is giving him a little bit of a headache. We got the Overgrowth on the very back end. It's not looking too bad. The Root Riders pushing out to the outside of the base. The Queen and the Royal Champion pushing into the top side of the base. The RC might have to fight the enemy King here after she fights the Prince. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Down goes the Ricochet Cannon. Actually, the King didn't aggro her. Now it will. Pops the Warden's ability, though. Beautifully done there. That's going to keep that Royal Champion alive. Moving through the defending King. The Queen still alive on the top side of the base. Beating on walls. Doing what she does best. She's at least tanking the Expo and some of that multi-archer tower, though, keeping that damage off of the rest of the troops. Giant getting extra big here, trying to move his way through. I mean, he's got a lot of troops left alive. It's not looking too bad. It's just so slow moving. And hopefully the troops don't have too much time to thin out here for ND. We'll see how things go. The Root Riders still continuing to open up walls. We got Spring Traps throwing giants all over the place. Alright, we got that wall opened up. We just need to get into that back compartment. As long as he can do that, he's going to be in good shape here. Just make sure the King has access, but 20 seconds left on the clock. The time is not looking good at all. It's going to be running into a time fail situation here, it looks like. The Root Riders move into the back end. We got 13 seconds left. Is that enough to get through everything that is left? 8 seconds. I don't think it's going to be enough. It's going to be close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's going to be a 98%. He literally only needed another 2 seconds there. Dang, very nice try. Nice try, nice try. Well, it's over the Team Diablo. Potentially take advantage of that defense. But, I mean, to take advantage of the defense, they basically have to triple because it was just a couple buildings shy of a 3-star. Otherwise, they will be behind on percentage. Alright. Are we going to watch Alex Seed next war? Yes. As long as they're playing in the next round. We'll double check on the bracket, but they should be. Or I'll double check on the schedule. But we'll stick with Alex Seed and only Bad Zinger as much as we can, because I think these are going to be the 2 top teams this weekend. But not unless Team Diablo has something to say about that. We'll see. Starting off with this Queen Charge Warden Walk combo that we've seen a couple of times today. Also, I forgot the player cam. This is Will. We'll bring him up really quickly while we wait for his Warden and Queen to do their thing. Down goes the multi-archer tower. Let's see, where is Will? Pull that up. Still letting the Queen and the Warden go for now. I'd imagine he's going to recall here shortly, though. Get them out of there. I'm not seeing Will on the list, so we'll just skip this player cam. Alright. Got the Ice Golem on the left. We got the Root Riders coming in. Here we go. Full sending it. Healer coming back around to help out. We got the Troop Launcher in. The Root Riders making their way through the base, or into the base, I should say. They still got it. They still got to get that initial push in. The Headhunter for the enemy king. Got the Overgrowth on the right side of the base. It's going to cover up a lot of major defenses. My goodness, that is a stacked core. We got 2 multi-archer towers, 2 ricochet cannons, the monolith there. That's going to be tricky to get through once the Overgrowths are pretty much worn off. There's the Furnace on defense. Troop Launcher still making its way in. Alright. Overgrowth will be wearing off here shortly. We'll see if he what he's going to do with the next one. Okay, he's going to stagger the Overgrowth so he can start to take down some of these big defenses in the core. There's the Warden's ability. It is going to be the Eternal Tome this time. Take a look at the others. It's still going to be the same stuff. Okay. Still have the Rocket Spear for the Royal Champion. King, Queen abilities as well. It's not looking too bad here for Will. But we'll see how things thin out. Actually, things are kind of thinning out already. It's running low on Root Riders. I think there might be just one left in the mix here. I think the Troop Launcher has already finished up. The Queen's pushing her way through the middle of the base. The Town Hall is still firing away, but the Rocket Spear and the Queen taking care of that. Actually, I think the Warden was the one helping out there. And we got the Crusher Border to get through. It's a lot of damage onto these ground troops. It's pretty much just heroes left. Still have the King ability. We do have a Yeti in the mix. They're helping out with the Barbarian King. A couple of other small cleanup troops on the top side of the base. Royal Champion still making her way around. We can pop the Queen here to potentially get that giant out for some tanking. There we go. It's actually looking pretty good. I think he's got it. There's the spiky ball moving through. The defenses are dropping. And Team Diablo are actually going to start this match with a 3-star and put some early pressure onto only Bad Zinger. Nicely done to Will. Very nice. Time, not that time. Alright, a little bit of pressure. It's going to keep things interesting. It's going to be the... This has been like the tournament for underdogs. The last match, the underdogs didn't win, but an early lead for the underdogs here. Of course, there's a lot of attacks still to go. Alright. Oh, back over to only Bad Zinger. If they can triple here, they can put the pressure right back onto Team Diablo. If not, Team Diablo have an opportunity to extend their lead. Yeah, 3 Overgrowths. We've been seeing that a lot today, which is odd. I have taken a bit of a break from competitive, so it's interesting seeing some things that are slightly different, like the Overgrowths and the Queen Charge Warden Walk combo. Uh-oh, your points. Lost a Eye, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Here we go. We got Sean coming in with the next attack. Let's see what he's going to do here with his attack. He's got the Root Riders. And again, it's going to be the Queen Charge Warden Walk situation. Okay. Through the Tesla, that'll push... Oh, another Tesla, just kidding. There we go. Now it'll push the Golem into that corner. The Queen will follow as well because she does have that Angry Jelly. What's that Expo locked on? It is locked onto the Golem, okay. Tanking all that damage. Look at all the bombs, too. All the bombs are in that compartment. Trapped for the Royal Champion charge. That Queen, look at that Queen. 1 HP after the Giga Bomb goes off. The healers are stuck on the Warden. I think they're still stuck on the Warden. She's not getting healed up at all. My goodness, he almost lost that Queen ability there. That would have been unfortunate, but he's still fine. And there we go, the Root Riders from the bottom side of the base. Drop the Queen and the Warden back in. And full sending it. We got Ice Golems in the mix. There's the freeze off the first one. King from the bottom side of the base to help set the funnel. So the King will push up from 6 o'clock. Everything else moving into the core. We got that Overgrowth in the core as well. And it is a triple Overgrowth yet again. So the Overgrowth's in the middle to keep these big defenses shut down, especially the Monolith and the Crusher Mortar. Got the Skelly Spell on the far right side, distracting the Expo for a little bit. I think it was meant to distract that cannon as well, but not quite effective enough for that. We got the Poison over the Clan Castle. We got the Troop Launcher opening up, throwing in its last barrel. Alright, Barbarian King and the Yetis will continue up that right side. Everything else moving into the middle. The second Overgrowth goes off. The Crusher Mortar glitching out over here. So a few snakes there on the right side. We got Ice Golems. We got a whole bunch of stuff out there with the Barbarian King. The healers are stuck on the Warden. He's going to pop the Warden's ability. The healers need to move up and heal up these Root Riders and keep them alive. And there we go. The Roots do move up. Are there any Root Riders even in the mix? There's the last Overgrowth on the left side. I think he's out of Root Riders, actually. They're not even there anymore. The healers are going down to the Multi-Inferno Tower. Sneezy's over there trying to take it out, but it's not going to be successful. We do have the Queen moving in. She'll finish off the Multi-Inferno. Or, well, after she's done with the Poison Tower. Rocket Spear finishes off the Town Hall. Down goes the Inferno. Queen's going to have to pop ability. There's a freeze. There's the Queen ability. Covers up the Crusher Mortar and the Monolith there with the freeze. It's not looking too bad. Alright, get through the Monolith, and then it's just going to come down to that Queen compartment. We got the Defending Queen, Scatter, and a Ricochet Cannon all together. The RC has died. The Queen is low. She's not going to be up for much longer. There's the Spiky Ball flying through. So the King's got to get through and get these last few defenses taken care of. It's going to be close. 18 seconds. Time's not going to be an issue. But he does have the 3-star, and only Badzinger get their triple on the board. Nicely done. Alright, that's going to put the pressure right back on to Team Diablo. So they have to get a 98% or better to either tie or take the lead. I guess maintain the lead that they had. Either way. That's the threshold, which is a pretty high bar to set. Welcome in, Elfie. You had this problem too where the Ice Golems and Giants are still alive, but the rest are dead. That is such a bummer. It's like, the tanking troop should be the first to die. That's your job. Take the damage. Sean usually starts. Didn't realize him and Indy switched. I see. I haven't been watching enough of these matches to keep up with who does what anymore. I didn't even realize a triple Overgrowth was in the meta again. Although to say the meta has shifted would be a little bit of a stretch, considering it's still pretty much the same. Just slight little differences here and there. But still neat to see them. Players trying to adapt on defense and then adapt their army on offense and then cat and mouse game from there for offense and defense. Here we go with the next one. Okay, interesting base here as well from Badzinger. Got double Overgrowth this time. 4 Ice Golems, holy cow. I haven't really been paying attention to how many Ice Golems these guys are bringing. He's got just as many Ice Golems as he does Root Riders. So I guess we could just technically call this an Ice Golem attack. But there goes the first Ice Golem very quickly. There's the next one to help tank for the Queen. And it is going to be this Queen Charge Warden Walk situation yet again. Invis on the left side pushes the Queen back into the corner. Moving her way in. Oh, she's taking a lot of damage there. Clutch Invis as well. The healers getting her healed back up. But yeah, she got very low there for a moment. Ricochet Cannon's going to come back online, get some shots onto the Queen, but she finishes it off. The Expo and the Builder Hut are next, but he's going to go with the recall and just get him out of there. Okay. Healer on the right side going to join back up with the main group of troops, and then the Root Riders are in. The Barrel of Monkeys are in as well. Valkyrie's pushing in. Here we go. Got the heal spell over the Giga Bomb area just to make sure. Oh my goodness, the healers. They took so much damage there. They're going down. He's got a couple of them left. There's a Seeking Air Mine. Takes out another. Oh my goodness. The healers just got absolutely obliterated there. He's got one healer left. That's not going to be good. Still has his 2 Overgrowth. Curious to see where those are going to come into play. And then also curious what the plan is for the Town Hall. Maybe let the Rocket Spear Royal Champion get it taken care of. She does indeed have that Rocket Spear. Look at the Rocket Balloons on defense. The Rocket Balloons come out. That forces the poison over them. I don't think he has a Furnace in there, though. He might. We'll have to wait and see, because I don't think that was a full pull. Everything's still working around, man. This is looking sketchy. This is looking very sketchy. Trying to get this Queen in. Okay, the Queen will secure the 2-star. I was getting a little bit nervous. He got the Rocket Spear onto the Town Hall as well. But there is no shot this is going to be a 3-star. I would say good save, though, because that could have been much worse. The percentage, however, is going to be low. See how high he can push it here. He still has some heroes working at it. He can pick up some over the Super Barbs on the right side as well. And at least to get it into the 80s. I don't think he can. Alright. Electros are at 6. Nice. We will be seeing Electros at some point. We'll try to get around to everybody. We will do our best to get around to as many different teams as possible. Yo, we got Terminator coming in with the raid. Thank you for the raid, Termy. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hope you had a great stream. How's everybody doing on this fine Saturday morning? Still morning for me anyway. Probably afternoon for most of you. But there we have it. We got a defense. We're all tied up at 5 stars apiece, and the percentage is heavily in favor of only Badzinger there. That was a 77% attack. Can I show the players cam? I can. I just have to remember to do it. I'll try to remember on the next one. And thank you for the follow, by the way, Savax. I appreciate it. Also, we are doing giveaways in between matches, so if anybody coming in from Termy's raid wants to hang out and chill, we'll be doing another giveaway in about 22-ish minutes. We are giving away chests that the GCC provided, and we are giving away a few sceneries that Flash of, or I guess Supercell has provided. Almost Team Diablo. Here we go. Next attack is in. It's going to be Demo. I remembered to grab his webcam. Where's Demo? Uh-oh. I don't see Demo. I guess Demo isn't here. So we will not be watching Demo's cam. Alright, well, I'll remember on the next one. Here we go. Oh, it says Super Witch. What the heck? Super Witches in hard mode. Is this going to work? Super Witches have been, ever since hard mode has basically been changed to what it is now, Super Witches have been just on the edge of being great. But we have not seen a lot of success with them, so we'll see if Demo can get it done here. He's got the Headhunter in for the enemy Queen. He is going for a Fireball. We'll take a quick peek at the other hero equipments. Still going to be pretty much the same stuff on everything. Warden Walk going to be able to get through the Scattershot here. The Angry Jelly no longer angry, so he's going to start working on some cleanup. Flame Blinger still working away at the top side of the base. He does have the Teslas pulled there, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Where's the Fireball going to go? That is the question. And here we go. The Invis are down. The Fireball is in the core. The Ricochet Cannon going to go down. So does the Clan Castle. Beautifully done. He will not have to worry about the CC troops. And then here we go with the Super Witches. Just under 2 minutes to go. Hopefully, time is not going to be too big of a factor here, but the Super Witches are known to be quite slow on these attacks. Alright, everything moving in. We got the Barbarian King on the top right side of the base. That's going to tank the mortar and help set the funnel up there as well. The other mortar tanked by the main group of troops. There we go. Alright, everything pushing in towards the Town Hall. Well, they will be eventually. The witches slowly but surely making their way around. Alright. Everything's still moving through. The healers catching up to the big boys, trying to keep them healed up. I think the main thing for them is keep the witches healthy. That way they can keep making the big boys. The witch on the bottom side dies. He loses 1 out of the 3 super witches already, so he's got 2 left. Hopefully that's enough. We do have that jump spell leading into the core of the base. We'll get them over this wall and into the middle. Okay. King goes to ability on the right side of the base. Down goes the X-Bow. Super Witch is still pushing along. Got that giant from the Queen's ability as well. And we do have the Crusher Mortar on the very back end of the base, but the Royal Champion sneaking in from the backside with the Rocket Spear. Going to be able to take that down. She will get kind of tag teamed here by the defending King and Prince. So she does go down after just a couple of buildings. Not ideal, but she did get a big defense out of here. But everything's thinning out. We got Yetis on the right side. The Witches are all dead. The heroes are all dead. And this is going to be a defense for Team Diablo. And only Badzinger might be in a little bit of trouble. Very nice try to demo. We'll see what the percentage is going to be, but not the 3-star they were hoping for here. Good try, good try. RQY, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. W Termy, I agree, W Termy. Looking forward to getting to meet up with Termy again in Atlanta. It's going to be a good time. Very excited for it. Have a W stream. Appreciate it. Alright, there we go. 89%. An opportunity yet again for Team Diablo. If they can get a triple, they can take the lead on stars. What was this attack? That was a 77. Got a 98 and an 89. So Badzinger are looking good on percentage, but they could get into trouble on stars here if they don't get a defense. Type a shout out as well while we're here. There you go. If you guys aren't following Terminator, definitely go check out his channel, drop him a follow. Awesome guy, awesome streams. Here we go. We got Jose with the next attack. Is he on camera? Yes, he is. Got a player cam up. You don't have to look at my ugly mug for the rest of this attack. Rocket balloons from the bottom side of the base. We got the same little queen charge with the golem and the warden and the angry jelly from the bottom. I like this little adaptation in the meta. I mean, it's still Root Riders, but it's definitely different than what we're used to seeing for Root Riders, which is very cool. Sneezy helping out. Uh-oh. Okay. Whew. Don't be disconnecting on us. We don't want to have that. There's the recall. The healers actually all got pulled to the golem, which is not super ideal, but he's going to start the Root Riders over there anyway, so the healers hopefully will come back around and keep the Root Riders healed. Luckily, there's not really anywhere for them to take damage over there, at least for now. If they get in range of that scatter shot, though, they could be in a bit of trouble. There we go. I got that Barbarian King on the far right side of the base. Got lots of roots moving through the middle of the base. Fire Spitter in the core, or not Fire Spitter, Furnace in the core. Does he have a poison? Doesn't? Oh, he does have a poison. He hasn't dropped it yet. Does he not notice the Furnace throwing these Fire Mites? Because if you're not careful, the damage from those can really add up. Oh, he's not poisoning. That's not good. There's another Overgrowth. He's just letting the Fire Mites do their thing. If they get one Fire Mite on the healers, which I think he just did, they are all going to go down. Okay, looks like the others are not taking damage at the moment. Pops the Warden's ability as well. That's going to help get things healed back up. Or no, he doesn't have the Healing Tome. It's just going to keep him protected. So no more damage for a short period of time. It's got one more Overgrowth in the bag. It's looking a little bit rough for this attack, though. I don't know if Team Diablo are going to be able to make this one work. Oh, man, everything's dead. Everything's dead. There's so much base left, too. This is not going to be a 3-star. The best thing he can do at this point is just try to grab as much percentage as he can. Try to save that spiky ball. Nope, never mind. I was going to say try to save it for the Tesla farm because there's a lot of potential percentage over there, but I think the Prince would have taken out the barbs anyway. So there's really not anywhere he can get extra percentage. The mortar's going to take out the archers. Actually, can it reach the other two? No, it can't. Okay, so the archers can at least get a building here. Maybe utilize that giant tanking for the super barbs on the left side. That's about the best move he can make here. I'm surprised he's still pushing the percentage up. I was worried this was going to be like sub 70. But he's going to be able to get it into the mid 70s. Probably not much more than that, though. Very nice try to Jose. But a big defense again for only Badzinger. Very nice try. Also, Antony, I don't know if I shouted out your follow earlier, but I appreciate the follow. Trying to make sure I recognize all of them. All right. That's a big swing and a miss. Next attack will be up for only Bad Zinger. We got a few seconds here. Let's take a quick look at the bracket. So this is double elimination. Let's see. I'm not sure who's gonna play the loser of the Alex Seed match. I think the loser of this match plays in round 5 with Space Junk, but I'm not sure. I'll just have to keep checking the GCC server for updated brackets. That way we can follow along. Here we go. Let's get ready for the next attack. But that is the current, or that is the initial bracket for today. The first round has already gone down. We know Alex Seed won. I don't know who won from the other match. That's why I'd like to see the bracket to see kind of where things are at. Because they're not doing just one match at a time. They're doing 2 matches at a time. So we do miss out on some matches, but it also keeps us from having like an 8-hour stream. My voice would be dead halfway through anyway. It's already wondering why we're doing so much extra yapping today. Here we go. It's going to be Dima. 8 invis for a big Royal Champion charge. Okay. Start the Spirit Walk from the right side of the base. Get through some of these outer defenses. Rocket Balloons to help with the pathing. Got a lot of Rocket Balloons invested in this. Down goes the Builder Hut. The Wizard Tower stays alive, but I think that's enough anyway. Where's he trying to push? I know he's trying to get her into the core to get the multi-Inferno Towers. After that, she probably just dips out to the left unless he uses the Invis to path her back into the core. Because he might want to get that Crusher Mortar. There's the next Invis. Oh, she's stuck on CC troops now. There's another Invis. She does go up towards the top. Pops her ability. Okay. So he is trying to get the core. There's the Earthquake to get a little extra damage in. The Haste Vial making the RC go quickly, but there's a recall. Gets her out of there before she takes too much more damage. I don't think he got all the value he was hoping for there. We'll see if it was enough. Got Rocket Balloons out of the defensive CC. Ice Golem on the right, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the push from the right. Full send everybody in. Here we go. Got a troop launcher in the mix as well. Sneezy on the top side helping out. Got that Town Hall in the middle towards the top side of the base. There's an Overgrowth on the right as well. It's going to cover up the Crusher Mortar, the Fire Spitter, and the Monolith. A lot of damage his troops will not have to deal with right now, but they will have to deal with it later. Also, he only brought 1 Overgrowth. We've been seeing people bring 3 Overgrowths in a lot of these attacks, but this was a more RC charge heavy attack. Which makes me a little bit worried because with the investment that he put in the RC charge, he didn't really get a lot of value. If you're going to bring that many invis, you'd expect to get a little bit more in general. There's the Warden's ability. Keep everything safe. Got the Crusher Mortar popping off again. No extra Overgrowths to cover it up again. We just got to get it taken down. The RC at least is pathed in, but she dies to the Crusher Mortar. Down it goes. But losing that RC is going to be rough. His army's starting to thin out. He's got a few cleanup troops left in the bag, but with the army thinning out the way it is, I don't think there's any shot that this can be a 3-star. So again, we're just looking at a push the percentage situation. Got the defending Royal Champion in the middle. We still have King and Queen with abilities on the outside of the base. He still might be able to make this work, actually. Especially if he hangs onto that Rocket Balloon for the Ricochet Cannon on the bottom side of the base. That could help out quite a bit, but he's got to get that air defense down first. See if we can get that Rocket Balloon into that cannon. He might be able to make this triple, but the other issue is going to be time. Only 27 seconds left on the clock. The King and the Queen very slowly but surely making their way through. We got the Queen clones in the mix. They are disappearing already. He must have popped it earlier and I didn't notice. The regular Queen in the core beating on walls. The King is about to go to ability and go down. There's the Rocket Balloon from the right side of the base. It only gets to the Wizard Tower before it drops. There's the Spiky Ball from the King. He's got 7 seconds left. Can he get it in time? It's going to be close, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 2 seconds to go, and it's going to be a 98% for Dima. Dang, very nice try. He needed just a few more seconds there, and that would have been a 3-star. Very unfortunate. Also, I forgot Dima's player cam. As the day progresses, I'll probably remember that more often, but we'll see. I might need to do tomorrow. I'll remember tomorrow. Another 98. Yes, another 98. That's 2 from Dima and ND. So, I mean, as far as percentage goes, Badzinger's solid. They just can't let Team Diablo catch up on triples. But the opportunities for Team Diablo to 3-star are coming to a close here. They've only got 2 more shots. And they cannot win a tie the way the percentage has gone. They have to win on stars. So Team Diablo basically have to triple out already. And here we go. Noah is in. Team Diablo desperately need a 3-star. This is going to be Noah. Let's bring up his camera. I remembered. Oh, his camera is tiny. I'm not going to worry about that, though. There you go. The camera for Noah is up, and here we go. He is in. Got the regular golem in from the right side of the base. Everything else pushing in towards the fire spitter. It's not looking too bad. Invis down. Alright. Through the spell tower, next invis, keeping the queen and the warden from taking too much damage. Mainly the queen. He's gonna recall the queen warden charge. Just gets a little bit of that area funneled out. And there we go, the Root Riders. Here we go, full send. The Root Riders are in. We got the Royal Champion on the edge over towards the left side. Take a quick look at the hero equipment. It's going to be pretty much the same stuff, I would imagine. It is indeed exactly the same. Like I said, the only one that's really changing is the Warden. We've seen a few changes on the RC. I don't think we've really seen any changes on the Queen or the King. Well, I guess we have seen a couple of giant arrows on the Queen. So a little bit of variation, but not a lot. Alright, the Overgrowth keeping this core covered up. Pushing everything in. Got the Queen off to the right side with a Skelly spell, distracting another Overgrowth on the top side of the base. Everything else is up there towards the top, trying to make its way through. We did cover up the Gear Tower and the Ricochet Cannon with the second Overgrowth. And of course he's got the third one lurking in the bag to use later on in the attack. The Monolith going down, all the troops grouping back up with the Archer Queen towards the bottom half of the base. The Royal Champion going to ability, Rocket Spear flying through now to help pick up some of these buildings. The Overgrowth wearing off, the Gear Tower is going to go down to the Royal Champion's Rocket Spear. But everything on the bottom side of the base has died. There are no Root Riders, no troops, no Queen left to speak of down there. And that RC is about to go down as well. The King's already gone down to Phoenix, and this is going to be a defense for only Bad Zingers, and it looks like Team Diablo will be going down to the lower bracket. There are a couple of attacks left, but it is very unlikely at this point that Team Diablo can pull off a win. Very nice try to them. But they're not out of it. They still have the opportunity in the lower bracket. Hello, El Diablito. Welcome in. Rough match for Team Diablo. Very nice try. Alright. Now we wait for the next one. But only Bad Zinger can put up a 2-star lead with this next hit. And then if you're up 2 stars going into the last round of attacks, that's pretty much a GG. Or I guess this is the last round of attacks, never mind. So we are technically all tied up, but let's take a look at the percentage difference. 77 to 66. An 11% difference from Bad Zinger to Team Diablo. That's huge. So the best percentage Team Diablo can even get is going to be 76. So even with the triple, Team Diablo cannot catch up to the percentage that only Bad Zinger already have. So percentage is out of the question. So I think only Bad Zinger pretty much win it on a 2-star here. So Team Diablo crossing their fingers for a 1-star defense. And here we go. Ninja is in. 2 stars, wins it. And only Bad Zinger carry on in the upper bracket. If he 1 stars though, then Team Diablo have an opportunity. Also, let's pull up Ninja's cam. Where's he at? There he is. It's only hands. That's okay. Oh, why is it in a weird position? That's fine. We get to see Ninja's hands while he does this attack. Hashtag handcam. Okay. Royal Champion moving in. He's got 3 more invis. We'll see how many more he wants to use. None. He's going to go straight with a recall. Okay. Root Riders from the bottom side of the base. Sure. Everything pushing in. We got the overgrowth in the core. Headhunters coming out for the defending prince. Alright, everything continuing into this bottom compartment, making its way to the monolith. We got the ricochet cannon on the left side. A couple of early Teslas popping up as well. The King and the Snakes will be able to work their way through that. Everything else moving in towards the middle. Trying to push up towards that fire spitter. We got the tornado trap up there. The overgrowth wears off. Multi-Inferno Tower is going to go down. He's got 2 more. Okay, next invis down. Got the next overgrowth as well. Going to cover up the Town Hall, the Expo, and the Inferno Tower. Just keep it shut down while the troops work on everything else. That is the last overgrowth. Only brought a couple of them to this attack. Got a lot of troops on that left side. Also, when you do use the troop launcher, it really makes it look like there's a lot more troops there than what's actually there. I mean, I guess they are technically actually there, but a lot of it's like barbs, archers, and giants that are super squishy. So it'll look like there's a lot of troops there 1 second, and then the next second everything's gone. Because it's a lot of squishy stuff. But for now, the giants are doing a great job, moving along, staying alive. They can do a little bit of tanking. We're moving on to the Town Hall to get that taken care of, get the 2-star secured, freeze for the Crusher Mortar. Okay, gonna get that taken down. Down goes the Town Hall. 2 stars is locked in, which means only Badzinger will be moving on in the upper bracket. Team Diablo cannot win this match at this point. Beautifully done from Ninja here, getting at least the 2-star secured, but I think he might go all the way. It's not looking too bad for the 3-star. Gets through the Expo, gets through the scatter shot, and then we just got the ricochet cannon on the back end, and my goodness, Ninja making it look easy. Only Badzinger gonna wrap up the match on a 3-star attack. Very nicely done to them. Builder Hut's gonna go down, then it's all down to this final cannon. He's got plenty of troops, plenty of time. Diggy stuns. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. GG. Beautifully done. So we'll be seeing only Badzinger moving along in the upper bracket. So Team Diablo have 1 more attack. It doesn't really matter what they do. But we'll see if they can at least finish up this match on a strong note. Is that Mr. Krabs? Oh, that's a penguin. I thought that was Mr. Krabs on the emote, Rhonda. Because it looked like his eyes, because I didn't see the rest of the penguin. He blended in with the black background. I thought it was like a lurking Mr. Krabs. That's funny. Alright, who's the last attacker? I can go ahead and pull up his cam while we wait. It's Gabrielle. Here he is. I found him. And he's in. Here we go, Gabrielle, with the final attack of the match. Just playing for a little bit of momentum here, if I can talk. Because they are going to be playing more matches later. But they gotta try to make themselves feel a little bit better about this match if they can triple. Spirit Walk from the left side, continuing to move in. A couple of rocket balloons did come in earlier to help move her along. There's the invis to make sure she goes towards this Town Hall. Man, he's got a lot of invis. He's definitely going for the Town Hall with this charge. Yeti on the bottom side trying to funnel out a little bit more. Next invis is down. And there we go. She moves into the Town Hall. Pops the ability, the haste to make her to go quickly. Town Hall secured. Let's see what else he can get with her. He still has 4 more invis. No recalls or revives, so once she's done, she's done. There's the next invis. He does have the Spirit Fox, but he's going back-to-back invis. Might have been better to bring the Phoenix here. Alright, get the multi-Inferno Tower down. Rocket balloons coming out of the CC, and down goes the RC. See, if she had the Phoenix here, she'd maybe get the cannon, but that's okay. Skelly spell for the monolith. Is he going to start on the bottom? Looks like he is. Here we go. I was worried about that ice golem on the corner here. I thought it was going to get hit by a spring. We've been seeing that so much today. You'd think people would start bringing like a barbarian or something to try to trigger these spring traps. Keep their ice golem alive a little bit longer. It would make sense. Alright, well the king's dealing with something on that left side. I'm not even sure what he's beating on. Okay, it's an ice golem. Now we know. We got the dragons from the top side. We have not seen a lot of dragon attacks today. Just a couple of them so far. It has mostly been a Root Rider festival for these finals. Granted, it has been a little bit different for the different Root Rider attacks. But it's nice to see some dragons continuing to make their way into these attacks. We did see a Super Witch attack earlier as well, but it kind of went as expected. We got furnaces out of the clan castle. Okay. Got the Giga Bomb on the top side of the base. It's going to go off, put a lot of damage on these troops. Barbarian King still has ability on the bottom side of the base. There we go. Spiky Ball bouncing along. Rocket balloons from the right. We got 3 more of those in the bag. I don't think he's got quite enough here. He does have the Prince ability still. There's the Prince ability going off, slowing down the scatter shot. The furnace is trying to get through the builder hut. Finally goes down. I think he's got this. Just the scatter and the Inferno Tower left that can target the air troops. It's going to be a matter of time, though. 16 seconds left. Seeking Air Mine takes out the dragon, but the Prince is still alive. Taking down the Ricochet Cannon. 10 seconds to go. It's not going to be enough time. He's going to get through the cannon, but not enough cleanup on that right side. He's wrapping it up. He's showing us his phone, and it's going to be a 98%. Grabs that last building at the last second there. Nice try. All right, let's see who the next matchups are going to be. There's the victory for Only Bad Zinger, 12-11. Team Diablo going down to the lower bracket. All right, let me take a look at the schedule. GCC here. That's the wrong server. Here we go. So the next matches that are running are going to be lower bracket. It's going to be 5 and 6. So, matches 5 and matches 6. Let me see if we have an updated bracket. Okay, we do have an updated bracket. Beautiful. Download this really quickly. And let's change out this image and we'll see what has changed. There we go. The bracket is... Oops, I put the wrong one in. Hold on. That was the wrong bracket. It didn't change. I think it's this one. There we go. That's what we were looking for. So let's put in the poll. There's the poll. Shoot. There it is. I found it. So our options are going to be Zowat versus Space Junk, or Team Diablo versus Alone. And we have not a lot of time. I'm going to make it a 2-minute poll, so it's going to be quick. So put in which team you want to, or which match you want to watch. Already getting hot here today. Yeah, I'm ready for fall. Very ready. All right. So we'll get that figured out. Let's start up another giveaway. So we just did... chest. Go. Exclamation Goblin in the chat for another scenery giveaway. Exclamation Goblin. Then after this, we'll do another chest giveaway as well. You like the team called Alone? It's relatable, right? At least it is for me. All alone. I don't think I've actually seen Alone. I'm not sure who's on that lineup. Exclamation Goblin in the chat, and don't forget to vote in the poll. Who's winning? Let's see. It's pretty heavily in favor of Space Junk. Looks like we might be going to Space Junk versus Zoe. Oh yeah, I've still got that on. Let me take that off. Little scared. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Just bought a camper? Nice. That's always fun. Where's my stupid player cam button? I should have set this all up on the Stream Deck. I need to use my Stream Deck more. Expensive piece of equipment that I hardly use. Alright, we are going to Space Junk indeed. Okay, let's get clan tag again. That was the what? Reckoning. That's who this is? Oh, I didn't even realize. Okay, okay. The request has been sent. Keeps telling me I have messages up there. Let me grab the link. This is going to be match number... Hold on. Let me see this bracket again. I think it's match number 5. Okay, yes. That way I can make sure I grab the right cameras. Yeah, we are in. Alright. I'm rolling the winner for the giveaway. Importing expensive, hardly used things. Didn't know you were a corporation yourself. Oh no. Alright, let's see who the winner is for the Goblin scenery. It's going to be Little Scared. A new follower. Okay. Congratulations, Little Scared. Are you still here? Refresh this. Alright, there you are. Alright, I'm going to DM you this link, Little Scared. Make sure you're logged into the account that you want this scenery on. By the way, this is the Goblin Cave scenery. Make sure you're logged into that account before you click on the link. And make sure you're logged into an account that doesn't already have the scenery, because if you already have the scenery and you click the link, it'll make the link invalid. So just something to keep in mind. I can show you which scenery this is. Actually, I don't think I have it, so I cannot show you. Alright, let me send you this DM really quickly. And there you go. Congratulations. And we got 43 minutes on the timer. Let me start some predictions. Only Banzinger wins handily. So whoever wins this war moves on. Whoever loses this one is actually going to be elimination. Shoot, I forgot the name of the team. Oh yeah, so what? I'm going to be calling them Reckoning, because I will forget. Versus Space Junk. Neither of these clans have the right name in their clan name, which is very annoying. But there we go. Alright, predictions are live for... We'll just go ahead and do it for 5 minutes. There you go. Predictions are live. Hello, Sean. Welcome in. And hello, San. Hello, hello. Rigged. Yep, let's start the next giveaway. We'll do a giveaway for chests now. But hold on, let me set it up first. It's not ready. Let's do If we do it this way, maybe it'll be for good luck. So do exclamation epic in the chat. We could do legendary, but epic's easier. It's fewer letters. Win right now. Type it in right now. If you guys are watching on YouTube or Kick, you will have to go to Twitch if you want to participate in the giveaways today. I apologize, but it's just not super feasible to do multi-platform giveaways. All right, we are waiting to get into the Google Meet. Let me reset my recordings. There we go. Exclamation epic in the chat. Give you 5,000 gems. I'll tell you what, if I ever come across 5,000 gems, I'll send them your way. It's going to be common anyways. You can still get a clan castle cake out of commons. I think it's for 3 chests out of the link. I think you get 3 of them. We've sent out how many? 2? So this will be number 3. I've got 5 links to give away. Get through them all before the end of the day. This will be the next link. Copy paste it now. Alright, so once we get under the 40-minute mark in the battle day, I will roll the winner. Lost my train of thought there for a second. Let's take a look at this prize pool again for anybody just hopping in. This is for the Global Clash Cup Finals. So first place is going to get $3,500. Second place, $2,000. $1,500 for third. $1,000 for fourth. Fifth and sixth with $600. And then whoever loses this match is going to take the first prize of $400 today. The first prize that's going to be actually like established. They're not getting first place. But whoever loses this match will for sure get $400. And then whoever wins this match gets to play in another match to try to push that prize pool up a bit. Also, there's the MVP giveaway as well for the MVP of these wars. They get a war arena scenery. Take a look at the bracket one more time. Exclamation epic, not chests, epic in the chat. And you guys only have to do it once. All right, we're into the Google Meet. Beautiful. You're entered, Fireball. Good. All right, a few more seconds. Let's pull this winner. Also, we have one more match to watch after this. We will probably just go ahead and watch Alexid after this match. So that'll be match number 7. That is correct. Multiple times does not give you multiple entries. So that's the wrong button. My bad. And you guys gotta be careful, because sometimes I like to put it... there's a button I can hit where if you do it multiple times, you actually lose your entry. I don't do it a lot, but I do it sometimes. So just do it once and you're good. Yeah, exactly, Elfie. I do that from time to time. Just because. But I'll usually mention it if I do. Also, is my overlay, like, out of whack? It is a little bit. Fixed it. So say I can see my webcam on the right side. I'm not supposed to do that. Alright, let's pull this winner and then get ready for this match. The winner is Killerbot. Congratulations, Killerbot. You have won the chests. We've had a nice mix of like old viewers and new viewers on these winners, which is good to see. Alright, I'll send you this link, Killerbot. And there you go. It has been sent. Alright, and then the next round of giveaways will be after this match. So we have 2 more chests to give away and 1 more scenery that I'll give away today. So we'll do another scenery and a chest after this match, and then after the next match we'll do the last chest. GG for rigged. Rigged, yep. Who won? Killerbot won. Thanks, you're welcome. Alright. These guys are about to start. Let's see who's gonna hit first. Pull up my player cam as well. It's ready to go. There we go. We're ready. Ready. Oh yeah, let me close predictions. They're not. Never mind. They're already closed. We're at 68% for Reckoning. But we got Jaka, Marek, Vibes, Sem, and Arium over here for Reckoning. And then over here for Rams, we got Siduk, Sivax, Bomber, Jack, and SMNS. And whenever they're ready, they can kick this thing off. Let's do it. Alright, there we go. First attack is in. We got Marek. Let's see if I can bring his up really quickly. Or is he not in here? Oh, I found him. He's sideways, but he's there. we tried. We did our best. There we go. We got a Warden Walk Queen charge to start off this attack. Take a quick look at the hero equipments. It is going to be the Healing Tome and the Rage for the Warden, so no Eternal Tome. Been seeing that quite a bit today. These Root Rider attacks. A couple of Invis. Trying to push the heroes in towards that scatter. Okay. Scatter shot going off. The Queen took a bit of damage there, but she's fine. The healers doing their thing. Now the Queen walks back to the outside, going for these Teslas. See, he's going to recall. Earthquake on the top side of the base. Sure. Oh, with a log launcher. Okay. Try to get that log launcher to get through the Inferno Tower and the Monolith here. We'll see if it's going to be able to. Zoom out a little bit just so we're not missing anything either. And there we go. Root Riders from the top right side of the base. The Monolith going to start getting some shots in. Log launcher trying to do some damage. Can it take it out in time? There's a log. There's another log. It does not go down. It is low, though. The Yetis will be able to finish it off easily. So down goes the Monolith. The multi will go down to like a Yeti Mite or two. If they can even make it there. They're having a little bit of trouble over there. The King on the right side of the base doing a little bit of funneling, trying to keep these troops inside. Alright. All the snakes moving through. It's got that overgrowth in the core. One more overgrowth in the bag. A handful of troops. A couple of hero abilities. There's the Healing Tome for the Grand Warden in the middle. It's going to heal these healers back up. We got an Invis on that left side. Trying to push all these troops down, and that overgrowth will be wearing off here shortly as well. Alright. It seems like the army's thinning out quite a bit. There's the overgrowth on the far left. Got to get the Town Hall taken care of. We do still have a bunch of Root Riders left alive. Giant in the mix doing some damage to the Town Hall itself. Gigabomb going off. Town Hall going down. Get through the Gear Tower. Ricochet Cannon on the left. And after that, it's all about that Ricochet, or not the Ricochet, but the Crusher Mortar. Forgetting the names of all the things. Rocket Spear from the Royal Champion picking off these defenses. And there we go. The overgrowth does wear off. The Crusher Mortar is actually low, so it won't take much to go down. The RC moves in. Down it goes. Perfect. He's got this. 37 seconds. Plenty of time on the clock. Plenty of troops still left alive. And Marek with a big opener here for Reckoning. Beautifully done. 3-star to start the match. Okay. Good stuff. Which is the other team? It's Reckoning versus Rams. Their other names are... See, I already forgot. It's Zowat versus Space Junk. So Reckoning is Zowat and then Rams are Space Junk. But I'm just going to refer to them as their clan names. And then after this, we're going to go back and watch Alexid again. And that'll be the last match for today. And then tomorrow, we pick back up and find out who the champion's going to be. Here we go. And we're not doing a poll for the last match because I already said we'd go watch Alexid again. We got Bomber coming in. We do have his cam as well. Let's see what Bomber can do here. The thing's broken. There we go. It's also surprising how many of these guys are playing on a phone. I don't know about you guys, but I gotta have a bit of a bigger screen. I got sausage thumbs, and I don't want to have to squint at the screen to see it. Too small. It's getting a good bit of value for the Royal Champion. Next invis is down. The Electro Boot's doing damage. Takes out the Fire Spitter. Huge value for the Royal Champion on the right side. A big chunk of the base out of the way, and he still has 4 more invis to go. There's... Oh. Oh. Now that invis was a little too slow. The RC just got nuked. Oof. He had a recall too. He was not planning on letting that RC go down. That's a rough start here for Bomber. That is unfortunate, but let's see if he can recover. Man, hard mode is a tough place to recover things. That is for sure. We got the Root Riders moving in. We got the Troop Launcher moving in. The little wall breakers open up to the Town Hall. Although we do have a Root Riders there, so it doesn't really make too big of a difference. There's the invis on the left. He's trying to push the troops in, but they go to the left instead of going into the Town Hall. Luckily, the Valkyries went in, but is that enough? I don't think it will be. The Giants also moving in, but again, that's not going to be enough damage to actually get the Town Hall down. And depending on the pathing here, he could be in quite a bit of trouble. The Ice Golem's hopping over the wall. We still have that Furnace on defense as well, getting lots of chip damage in on these troops. Oh boy, this is going to get spicy. Everything's pathing down to the bottom. What is that there? That's the Warden. Okay, he's not going to move in on his own. There's the Spiky Ball for the King going off. We still have the Queen's ability, still have a couple of invis. He has got to get something locked onto that Town Hall. He's got, the troops that were still in the, what's it called? I forgot he had his recall. He recalled the Queen and put her back in. And then he's got the troops out of the Troop Launcher that came out. And there we go. Everything moving down towards the bottom side of the base. Get through the Clan Castle. But it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough for a 3-star. It's going to be a defense for Reckoning. Very nice try to Bomber. But he's going to fall just a bit short here. Good try. Weird position to have a phone when attacking. Yeah. You admire those who play with a phone? Yeah, that's got to be difficult. At least it would be for me. I always play on tablet. I do have a phone that's actually a lot nicer for playing on, but it's not like the phone that they use. It's where did my phone go? Oh, it might actually be upstairs. But I've got the I got the Samsung Galaxy Fold. So it folds out and it's basically a small tablet, which is amazing. Now that's a phone I can use because it makes the screen like it's the size of 2 phones basically. I love it. Then I can see and actually tap on things. Sending messages. We're good, we're good. Cool. Alright. Next attack for Reckoning. We'll see how they do. They can extend their lead, potentially. Okay. Bomber clearly disappointed with that attack. It's unfortunate, 78%. But lots of attacks to go. The match is far from decided. Let's see who's going to be up next. Here we go. Arium with the next attack. It's going to be dragons. We haven't seen a lot of dragons. I said that in the last dragon attack, but it's true. Let's take a look at Mr. Arium here now. He's using a tablet. He's also looking relaxed there. He's chilling. Big chilling. Alright, let's see how he does here with this dragon attack. So far, I think we've seen one other dragon attack and it didn't work. So, let's see if we can help boost these dragon hit rates. Alright, getting through the expo. The RC will move up towards the top. Make her invisible. She'll get the ricochet cannon and then move towards the fire spitter. He does have a bunch of invis and no recall. So he's just letting the RC do her thing, and then she will go down in the middle of the base. There's the next invis. Okay. Gets through the fire spitter. He's going to get her through the scatter shot as well. We're almost a minute into the attack already. These charges do take quite a bit of time off the clock, so you do have to be very careful with the clock management. Double invis, trying to push her to the right. Quakes in the core, going for the monolith here. Nice little RC charge from Arium. It's got 1 invis left. Of course, he already popped the ability for the haste to make the RC go quickly. That has already worn off. All the stuff in the core has gone down, including the Royal Champion. And we got a King in the Siege Barracks from the bottom side of the base. And we'll see the dragons from the left. Okay, here we go. King will have to deal with the CC troops. Not a big deal. He does poison on the CC. There's the ice block for the Hound. So that's going to hold the Ice Hound there for a little while. Do a lot of tanking. I've actually been liking that trick a lot myself here lately. And then there's the freeze from the Ice Hound. Triggers the Giga Bomb. Triggers the Tornado Trap. That kept the air defense shut down for at least a little bit before it starts firing away again. The Dragons continuing to push their way in. We got the King on the right side still working his way along the outside edge of the base. And it looks like we have some Furnaces on offense out of the CC. They're going to come in and try to help out as well. King's going to have to go to ability. There's the spiky ball bouncing around. Okay. Dragons are still moving through. He still has a lot of dragons left alive as well. And he's got the Prince ability still in the bag. He's got the Henchman and the Dark Orb there for the Prince. There's the Prince ability. It's going to slow down a bunch of these defenses on the backside of the base. This is like an all or nothing attack too. Either he gets everything here or he gets a 1-star. And that is a very risky way to do this approach. But he still has quite a few dragons left alive. He really needs to get that air defense down. That's going to be a big thing here. It's still continuing to pluck away at these dragons. It's going to get a little bit of damage on the Town Hall. Actually, the Furnace is doing a great job of getting damage on the Town Hall. Look at that. The Fire Mites out of the Clan Castle help take the Town Hall down. Secures the 2-star so he doesn't have to worry about it. And it's looking good for a 3-star if these Fire Mites can get in here and help take down that multi-archer tower, which it looks like they will. Storage drops. Actually, no, they won't. The Fire Mites are gone, but it doesn't matter. He's got plenty left. He's got 2 dragons. He's got the Sneezy, the Prince, and that's a 3-star yet again for Reckoning. And these guys are on a roll in this match. Very nice. Back-to-back triples. The pressure is on for Space Junk. They got to triple this next attack just to keep up, and they're still going to be playing from behind. How is his spine good? He's always in this position. He's molded his spine to be in this position. He's just used to it now. Arium OP? Indeed. Oh yeah, I can take the player cam off now. Alright. See if Space Junk can keep up. I can hide this thing too. Maybe, maybe not. It's fine. There we go. SMNS is in with the next attack. Here we go. We got his player cam up. Royal Champion with a Spirit Walk from the left side of the base. He does have a Flame Flinger selected at the moment. We'll be able to get through the multi-archer tower. Next invis is down. Get through the scatter. Alright, next invis. Going back down towards the bottom. Gonna invis again to try to push her back into the middle of the base, and there we go. He's got 2 invis left after that. He does have the Earthquake. He's gonna drop it in there, soften up these defenses in the core, pops the RC's ability, making her go quickly now. Gets through all these builder huts. Last invis is down. He does have a recall too, so he's not just letting the RC die in the middle. There we go, the recall takes her out just before the Town Hall shots come in. Got a partial CC pull, nothing major yet, just a couple of archers came out. But there we go, the Root Riders from the left side of the base. It's gonna funnel that bottom side, I would imagine, with the King. We'll see. Actually, you can just let the Roots wrap around that area, that's not even a big deal. Rocket Balloons, Furnace out of the CC, there's the rest of the pull. Alright. Get through everything. Man, these Ice Golems slowing things down quite a bit. Finally moving up to the Town Hall. Got the King with the Witches down on the bottom side of the base, but that King getting pulled into the base. He was meant to stay on the outside, but he's got other plans. He's joining up with everybody else. Alright. Barbarian King doing what he wants to do. Snake's still bouncing around. We got a lot of those still coming out to help out. We got a lot of troops moving through, but we do still have a lot of defenses as well. And we also have that Flame Flinger from the top side of the base. I didn't even see it get snuck in there. The Flame Flinger is going to be chipping away at these top defenses, which will be really nice, especially if it can move in and take down the Crusher Mortar or the cannons on the other sides. But we'll see where they go. We still have a lot of Root Riders. We still have King and Queen abilities. We got a handful of Super Barbarians to use for cleanup on the edges. There's a couple of them there on the Wizard Tower. Get that taken care of and keep the Roots inside of the base. We got to get through this Ricochet Cannon. Flameflinger working on the Multi-Inferno Tower. The Crusher Mortar still standing, getting lots of shots, and it took too long for the Flameflinger to get in here and get that taken down. Look at the damage from the Crusher Mortar, absolutely obliterating the army on the right side of the base. No Root Riders left, but we do still have a Flameflinger. Actually, there is one Root Rider left. The healers are on it, but this is looking good. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. It's going to be a triple for Space Junk, and that's going to keep them alive in this match. They're still playing from behind, but that was a much needed 3-star for these guys to stay alive in this one. Nicely done. Hello, me how to. Welcome in. How does the giveaway work? We are doing giveaways in between the matches where I give you guys a keyword to type into the chat, and then Nightbot grabs a random person who typed in the keyword. But we will do the next round of giveaways after this match ends in about 22-ish minutes. Alright, we'll see what Reckoning do. So far, they're on a triple train. We'll see if they can keep it rolling. This is Sem. Is he on here? There he is. I found him. Next player cam is up. There we go. Root Riders from the bottom side of the base. Or I guess Royal Champion from the bottom side of the base. Spirit Walk to start things off. Get through the Ricochet Cannon nice and early. Make our way up towards the Furnace, or the Fire Spitter. Man, I keep getting those mixed up. He definitely could have made that Expo invisible there and saved himself a little bit of time, but that's okay. He's going to make the Furnace invisible. I'm just going to roll with it. Pops the RC's ability. She's going quickly with the Haste Vial. Let's take a quick look at the hero equipments in the meantime. I haven't really been looking because for the most part they just stay the same, which it is not going to be any different in this case. We do recall for the Royal Champion. We got Barbarians with an Ice Golem on the right side of the base, another Ice Golem, and then full send all the Root Riders in towards the Town Hall compartment. We got the Barbarian King on the right side of the base to help clean up some of these trash buildings. Here we go. Try to get everything in for the Town Hall compartment. He does have 2 overgrowths to use. I would imagine he'll cover up the Monolith, and there it is. Perfectly done. The Monolith getting shut down, so it's not doing all this damage to the troops. They'll continue up towards the top side of the base, making their way in towards that Fire Spitter, which is going to get a lot of damage on these troops. Furnace on defense. He's going to poison over top of the Clan Castle. Perfect. Got to get rid of that Rocket Balloon. It's not going to be able to do too much damage here. Now the Ice Golem on defense will slow things down just a little bit, but the main group of troops will remain unaffected. Overgrowth wears off. Is he going to do the same Overgrowth again? No, he's going to let the Queen take out the Monolith. That's a good call. And then save the Overgrowth for the back end of the base. Man, everything's just getting stalled up here on the top side. We still have Ice Golems in the mix as well. They might be coming out of the Troop Launcher too. That would make sense. Royal Champion still making her way. Drops in a Skelly Spell on the bottom side of the base. Or I guess the left side, not the bottom. It's going to distract the King as well as a couple of these other defenses in the mix. He's got so many troops still left alive. The healers are doing a phenomenal job keeping everything protected and healthy. The Queen on the right side of the base popping her ability. The Giant coming out. The cloned Queen's coming out. And they will be able to get through some more of these defenses. Invis for her as well. Trying to get her through. Actually, she's not doing as well as I thought she would. The Queens are going down. Not able to get both of these Inferno Towers. The Sneezy trying to finish it up on the right side. That's going to be very important. Keep these healers alive. And down it goes just in time. Man, these healers are barely hanging on. But that Inferno Tower going down keeps them alive for a little bit longer. One red air bomb, though, and they are toast. Pops the spiky ball, and that is going to be a triple. My goodness, Reckoning are on a roll. 3 triples in a row. GG. They are cruising. That is going to be very difficult now, especially since we're getting halfway through the match. Very difficult for Rams to catch up. Man, what a match. Reckoning, they obviously lost their first match, but they were ready for the second match. Rams are going to be praying for defenses on those last 2 attacks. And they pretty much have to triple out. They can't really afford another fail here. So we'll see what happens. We shall see. And then, like I said earlier, whoever loses this match, that team will take $400 of prize money. Which is a nice little bit of money. I mean, it does have to be split, but still. It's not too bad, but of course these guys, they want to keep going forward. They want to get that prize pool boosted up a bit. And here we go. We got Psyduke for the next attack. And he is also coming in with a Root Rider attack with the Royal Champion Charge. Let's see where he is going to start. There we go. Right side of the base, rocket balloons for the Archer Tower. Get that taken down, get some damage on that Ricochet Cannon as well. First invis for the champion is in. Get through the multi-Archer Tower. Gotta get through the Expo, get the scatter shot as well. Sure. Here's the overgrowth for the backside of the base. Actually using the overgrowth for the Royal Champion pathing, which is very cool to see. It's through the multi-Inferno Tower, moving on to the Spell Tower. Man, this is a slow charge that he's developing here. Finally pops her ability. We got the Earthquakes in the mix. Get rid of the Fire Spitter. He makes it invisible. She goes back up to the top. He wanted her to keep going to the bottom, I believe. He's not going to be able to get this Town Hall. I don't really think that was the plan. He probably would have started more to the left if it was. Alright. Let's see. Got everything moving in from the top side of the base. Here we go. Full send. Root Riders will move into the Town Hall. We do have the poison on the furnace in the core, so that will not get too many fire spirits out here to bother his troops. Ice Golem freezing on the left side. We got the defending Prince up there causing a little bit of a headache. Town Hall getting lots of shots off. Got that Flame Flinger on the right side of the base. Going to be able to pick up a few extra defenses. We do have the Mortar over there, so that could potentially be a little annoying. We'll see how he deals with it. Actually, the Mortar might go down to the splash damage before the Flame Flinger even moves up. That works out beautifully. A couple rocket balloons go in. He didn't even need them. The Mortar went down anyway. Town Hall has been secured. These troops are just kind of stuck. It seems like they're just staying on that top left side. Nothing is going into the middle. This is not looking good at all for Psyduke. Everything's fizzled out, and he has so much base still left to get through. The King's going to take down the Flame Flinger on the right side. But man, this is going to be a massive, massive defense for Reckoning. And I think that's pretty much going to be game over here for Rams. It's looking like they're going to be the first team to go home today. Very nice try to Psyduke, but it's not going to be a 3-star. Not going to be a 3-star, and they have yet to even get a defense. Oof. Good try. Let's go Reckoning. Reckoning's looking good. They're looking very good. I need one of those standing desks that Carbon Fin has. Oops, I didn't mean to back out of there. He was still getting percentage. My bad. Let's see how much percentage he gets. It was actually pushing up a lot more than I thought it would. Now we're stuck in the clouds. Oh, God. 96%. Actually, this is close to a triple. This is really close to a 3-star. That's almost a time fail. That did way better than I thought it would. 96% 2-star. And all the defenses in the core were low. He really did a great job of recovering that attack because it was looking terrible. It was looking really difficult. But it's still not the 3-star that they really needed here. Because, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Is Reckoning going to go 4 for 4? That's the question now. So 3 triples for Reckoning. So Rams are not totally out of it yet. They still have a chance, but they have to triple twice, and they have to get 2 defenses of pretty low percentage. So let's see, they got a, well, the 96 was good, but the 78 was rough. So a couple of like mid to low 80 percentages might be enough to get them in there. It's possible. Jinx, I know. I almost jinxed him into a 3-star. That's crazy. But here we go. We got Joachim in with the next attack. A 3-star here puts this match away. Where's Joachim at? I know I've got him on here somewhere. Maybe not. Oh, there he is. I found him. Boom. Here we go. It is going to be a dragon attack. He's got an electro dragon in the mix here too. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at, oh, the traps. He uses the ice block to keep the Gigabomb Giant Bomb damage off of the RC and the Fox. Okay. I see you, Jockum. I don't think I've ever seen the ice block used for that before. That was neat. Here's the next invis for the Royal Champion. Get her through the air defense. Invis, sending her out to the left. He's trying to push her to the Town Hall. Next invis for the RC. He's got 4 more. He's going to Earthquake over the Town Hall, but he's going to wait to make sure she goes that way. He can redirect her again if he needs to, which I think he will. Or wait, no, he's trying to go for that Ricochet Cannon? Okay, does not look like he's going for the Town Hall here. He's just trying to pick up as much value in the core as he can. Oh my goodness. She's dead. Luckily, he was not planning to recall because he would not have had the opportunity there. But he still got pretty good value with that RC charge. That was solid. He's got that Thunder Chicken off to the left. Regular dragons down the middle. Here we go. See how much value the Thunder Chicken can pick up with the chains. Lots of dragons moving into the core. Trying to get this Town Hall down nice and early. Pops the Warden's ability. We got boots and balls on the King. He didn't even bring the Archer Queen on this attack, which I guess is actually not super surprising. Because usually we do see the Barbarian King with the Siege Barracks for these dragon attacks. We've been seeing it quite a bit. I don't know why it was surprising for me there for a second. Another Ice Golem for the King on the right side of the base. The Dragon's still pushing in on the left side. We do have that Furnace on defense. He's got a poison. Drop it. Drop your poison. He forgot about the poison. The Dragons are thinning out significantly here. It's looking a little rough. This could be the defense that Rams were hoping for. Let's see. It's going to come down to percentage. This is not going to be a 3-star. This will be the first miss for Reckoning. And the percentage is still pretty low. But he's got plenty of time. He's got quite a few troops still left alive. It's not going to be 3, but he can push the percentage up quite a bit more. But remember, Rams are looking for a defense that is like mid-80s or lower. Which they might just get. The Prince on the left side gone down to Phoenix, trying to pick up a few extra things. That poison never really came in handy here. He dropped it. I don't even know where he dropped the poison. But that Furnace did a lot of work on defense. 77%. This is a big defense for Rams. Could they make a last-second comeback in this match? It's still going to be very, very, very difficult for them, but it is possible. That would be the craziest comeback ever if Rams can pull this off. More people are opting for the Dark Crown. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of Dark Crown prints. Not this time, though. He had the henchman this time. Maybe he needed the Dark Crown there. It's hard to say. Alright. It's going to continue to make things interesting, but Rams have to triple 2 more times for that defense to even matter. And they got to get another defense on top of it. So we'll see what happens. Next attacker is going to be Civex. Go. He is bringing in the Root Riders with the Royal Champion charge. Not a huge charge, only 5 invis. Try to clear out that right side of the base. The Scouter Shot move through the air defense. And try to grab the multi-archer tower here along with everything else in this area. There's quite a bit of stuff in that one little pocket. I don't think he's going to be able to get everything of value. Oh, he makes the multi-archer tower invisible. But she doesn't go down to the monolith. Okay, so she will skip the monolith. That's what I was afraid of. Hopefully, she still gets the multi-archer tower. There we go. He corrects the invis. Multi-archer tower goes down. Didn't get the monolith, but got pretty much everything else there. There's the recall, and there's the Root Riders. Here we go. Lots of Root Riders making their way in. We got a bunch of balloons. We'll see the healers coming in. Perfectly done. The Royal Champion back in the mix. Troop Launcher coming in. We'll see the heroes on the outside of the base to funnel. And there we go with the King and the Queen. Keep these troops inside and moving in the correct direction. The Queen might actually join up with the Root Riders the way he placed her. Now she's going to follow the King. That's going to be the most ideal situation there. Ice Golem on the left side is going to pop very quickly. Okay, that keeps the damage off the King, though. Pops the Warden's ability. Because I've got Healing Tome and Eternal Tome. But look at the damage those troops were taking. They were taking an absolute beating here. But I think that might have been a lot of the little troops, too, out of the Troop Launcher. Like Barbs and Archers. So nothing too critical there, but there we go. We get the Town Hall secured. We've got the Crusher Mortar taken care of. The Overgrowth on the back end of the base covers up the Expo and the Ricochet Cannon. He still has a lot of big defenses to go, though. We still have that Monolith lurking on the very back end. That's going to be a tricky thing to get through. The RC dies. Got Yetis on the left side. Man, it's not looking great here for Savax. I mean, he still has quite a few troops left alive, but there's still a good bit of base as well. He's got a minute left, so I don't see time being an issue here. Root Riders moving through, opening up some walls. Queen still following up, doing all the cleanup behind the Root Riders. Working on the Wizard Tower as well. The Warden helping out with the damage with the Root Riders. He needs these roots to get these walls opened up so that the Queen isn't having to beat on anything. She probably has the Giant, though. That's going to help her out quite a bit for beating walls. And there we go. Pop the Queen's ability. Giant comes out. Clone comes out. 34 seconds left on the clock. I don't think it's going to be enough time regardless of what happens. I don't know if he has enough power or not, but we'll find out here shortly. 25 seconds. I think it's going to fizzle anyway, so I don't think time's really going to be the biggest issue. Looks like it is just going to fizzle out. The Queen's going to go down, and this will be a defense for Reckoning, and that is going to be game over for Rams. They will be the first team eliminated today. Oh my goodness, things are falling off my desk. I had a camera setting up on my computer, and it just fell. Scared the jeebies out of me. Sheesh. This is upper bracket? No, this is lower bracket. This is lower bracket, which means Rams are eliminated. They can't win the match at this point. If Reckoning 1-starred, Rams could triple and tie it on stars, but the percentage is pretty well in favor of Reckoning, so it'd have to be a low percentage 1-star, which is highly unlikely. OGDs, welcome in. If we're doing giveaways, I have 1-stars and time fails to donate / giveaway free of charge. We appreciate it. Very generous. Hope you're having a good day, OG. Appreciate you stopping by. Alright, last attack for Reckoning. And here we go. Vibes is in. Let's get his player cam on, and there we go. Vibes with the next Root Rider attack. He's watching somebody on Twitch, but it's not me. What the heck? What the heck? Come on, Vibes. He probably doesn't even know who I am. See how much value he can get, though, with the Royal Champion. He's got 3 more invis and a recall. Which team Reckoning lost to? We can look at the bracket after this hit. I don't remember who they played. Oh, he missed with the recall. He missed with the recall. He recalled the Fox. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. Oh, boy. This could be a break here for Rams, but he's pushing straight to the Town Hall, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. Luckily, he doesn't have to triple this attack, otherwise that could have been a devastating mistake right there. Yeah, he recalled the Fox, but not the Royal Champion. Alright, full send it. Right down the middle, we got to get the Town Hall secured. I've had a few times where I've recalled the RC and missed the Fox, but I don't think I've ever recalled the Fox and missed the RC. I'm sure it's just a matter of time, though. Can't help but laugh at that. We got the Town Hall secured. As soon as he hits 50%, that does lock things in for Reckoning for sure. Although, I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed at this point. He has so many troops left alive. We're at 45% and climbing with spells, Queen ability, and cleanup troops still in the bag. Actually, we stayed at 45% for like a solid 10 seconds there. That was crazy, but there we go. We're moving again. Getting more buildings down. I don't know why buildings stopped going down there for a bit. 50%. There it is. That's the 2-star. It is impossible for Rams to catch up. They'll be taking home the $400 prize. Nicely done. Congratulations to Reckoning as they win this match to move forward. Unfortunately, that big mishap with the RC makes it pretty much impossible to triple this attack. Like I said, luckily they didn't need the 3-star. It happens when you get too greedy. True. Very true. Alright. 57. A huge defense for Rams, but too little too late for them. Alright, nice try to vibes. Already clocked out. Hopefully he doesn't get penalized for closing that webcam before his attack was done. I don't know why you would even risk it. Watch them get disqualified now. I don't know what the rules are. I'm just making things up. But I feel like that's a risky thing to do, is disconnect the camera before your attack's done. But we'll see what Rams do for their final attack of their weekend. Because, like I said, they are finished. We'll take a look at the bracket here, too. So, Reckoning, they lost to... Who did Reckoning lose to? Oh, they are Zowat Stower. So, they lost to OS. And we will be watching OS next. It'll be OS versus Alex Seed. That'll be our last match for the day. So, we're going back to where we started, basically, with Alex Seed. Then the prize pool again for anybody who missed it earlier. So 7th and 8th place is being, well, one of those is being determined right now. We'll see the rest of the eliminations tomorrow. Only one team gets eliminated today. And here we go, we got the next attack in. It's going to be Jack with the next attack. OS, a new team? I don't think so. I think they've been around for a bit. Alright, Jack is in with a Root Rider attack. Let me find his camera. There we go, we got him. I gotta find this button again. Yeah, we gotta get this stream deck set up, make things easier on me. Alright, he's gonna get the Fire Spitter. This is a pretty common base, or at least this style. Might not be exactly the same, but this style I see quite a bit. I hate it for my dragon attacks. But I love it for the hog attacks. Easy to funnel like that. He funneled it out beautifully with the Royal Champion. And if I was doing hogs, you just funnel the other side and send the heroes down the middle. Collect your 3-star. Maybe not in hard mode so much. They need to make hard mode to where you can use hog riders again. Then we'd have to make sure we never miss a Senthe hit in esports again. I miss Senthe's hog rider attacks. Alright, I'm going to refocus. We got Jack's attack going on here. Pops the Warden's ability. Got lots of troops moving through the middle of the base. We got the Crusher Mortar popping off. Got a freeze for the Crusher Mortar, freeze for the Scatter Shot. Alright, so far so good. Rocket Spear finishes off the Town Hall, so we got that secured as well. Gets the Ricochet Cannon out of the way. Alright, freeze for the Scatter one more time. Getting that taken care of. We do have one more Overgrowth and an Invis still to use, as well as the King ability and the Queen abilities in the bag. Got lots of snakes hopping around on the top side as well, helping out with this cleanup, taking out all these trash buildings on the outside edge. Got a delayed headhunter coming in from the top side of the base. The Giga Bomb's going to go off, do a bit of damage to all these troops. Wait for this Overgrowth to wear off before the King's ability goes off. At least that's probably the plan. Let the Spiky Ball bounce around. I forgot he probably doesn't have the Earthquake boots on. We don't really see that a whole lot. The Earthquake boots have kind of been set to the side for the Snake bracelet. Which I guess you don't really need the Earthquake boots if you're running Root Riders, so it makes sense. Can he finish this off for a triple? I think he's got it. He's got the wall break on the bottom side of the base. I didn't even see the King's ability go off. I think it just barely went off. Queen still has her ability. He's got a few defenses left to get through. Main thing, of course, going to be the Ricochet Cannon and the Gear Tower. Pop the Queen's ability. Got time running out. Pop the Queen, pop the Queen, pop the Queen. There she is. Alright, the Giant will help get through the wall. Just a few more buildings to go, and I do believe he's got it in the bag. Unfortunately, too little, too late for Rams, but they do finish it out with a 3-star, which is unfortunate because they just got that huge defense. So if the attack before this for Rams was a triple, they would have made the huge comeback, and they actually would have won this match. But they didn't get the 3 stars that they needed, and for that, they are going to go home. There we have it, 13-12. I mean, a great performance from Rams, but Reckoning, man, they came out of the gates swinging. Those first 3 hits, back-to-back-to-back triples. Sheesh. All right. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's giveaway time. Let me grab this. Exclamation gold to enter for the scenery giveaway. Speaking of piggies, you just maxed yours recently. Going for the golem next. Nice. I love super hogs. I think they're great. Hello, Nath. Please, let's keep things in English over on Twitch. Don't understand French. Welcome in. Alright, let's hop out of this clan. Let's go back to Alex Seed. I'll pay out prediction points. Exclamation gold in the chat to enter to win a giveaway. Or enter to win a scenery. I mean, technically, I was also correct. Alright, Reckoning handily wins that match. Start the last prediction of the day. Who will win the war? Let's take a look at the bracket as well, so you guys can see what we're looking at. So we are back up to match number 8. No, sorry, 7. We're watching match number 7. Is it OS? What does that even say? OS Entokavais? Entokavais? I can't say it. I apologize. I tried my best. And Alex Seed. Alright, prediction on Twitch is live. You got 5 minutes. Let me find this clan really quickly. I might have a little bit of time to go grab a new drink as well. Let me make sure we got everything ready first. Let me split my recording. So I'm still recording matches. I think I'm going to start another YouTube channel where I do exclusively like 5v5 matches. I think that would be a good idea. Let's see. Get back into the GCC server. Pull it up. Here we go. Lost it. Where'd it go? JP QR. I messed something up. 229 JP R JUQR. I missed a letter. There we go. And there we go. Request has been sent. Prediction is live. I need to hop into the call. And then I think we're ready to go. He's advertising his clan. Uh-oh. Where? Where's the advertiser? Oh, I found you. Oh, it was the French guy. Yeah, I'll delete that message real quick. Man, you're gonna hop into the stream speaking French and not even hit the follow button? How rude. You know what? I'm just gonna ban you for that. Using a different language is a nice hack. Alright, I think we got into Alex Seed. There we go. There we go. Did I get in? No, I need to get into the call still. This is match 7. I gotta refresh my memory. I think it was 7. Okay, cool. We are in the meeting. Or asking to join the meeting. Let's roll the winner. The winner for the scenery is Fireball. Congratulations, Fireball. You have won the scenery. Grab this link for you. Refresh that. Sure I grab the right one. Alright, Fireball, so something to keep in mind is, can I message you on Discord? Yeah, absolutely. Just shoot me a message on Discord. When you click this link, I said this earlier, but I want to say it again because it is important. First of all, make sure you're already logged into the account you want the link on. If you click on this link and it opens up an account that already has this scenery, it will make the link invalid and it won't be usable anymore. The scenery just goes away. It is the Goblin Cave scenery. It's the one with all the gold around the outside. Hello, Shivam. Welcome in. We will come whenever you stream Alex Seed matches. Sounds good. I appreciate you guys stopping in. We'll be watching the Alex Seed match here. And I'll try to pick up more Alex Seed matches like in other community tournaments too. I'd like to watch them more anyway. It's a great team. It's a cute scenery. True. Also, Shivam, welcome in. I'm sure... Also, thank you again for the super chat. Another one. Thank you so much for that. The support from you guys has been amazing today. I appreciate it. I'm sure you've seen my note, Shivam. We are letting the Korean folk over in YouTube speak Korean in the chat. They have gathered to watch Alex Seed. Maybe. Message you on Discord? Okay. I grab this then. Oh, you want to give away from me last year. Very nice. But there you go. The link has been sent. But those are the only two languages allowed today. If it's anything other than English or Korean, you will still get timed out. Korean on YouTube, no ban, correct. Okay, I got like a few seconds here. We will do the other giveaways. I'm just going to do them during this match. Because we have 2 more chest links to give away, but I'm going to go grab a drink really quickly. I got 1 minute before the attacks start. I think everything else is ready to go. Recording has been split. Okay, be back in just a second. You could speak German here. Guten Tag. Alright, man, that timing was perfect. Use Google Translate on every message. I'm not that worried about it. Not at all. It's fine. Here we go. Big Bear is in with the first attack of the match. Alright, where is Big Bear? There he is. I found him. Oh, he's sideways. There we go. We got sideways Big Bear up in here. And he is coming in with Root Rider attack with... Wait. Yeah, Root Rider attack with furnaces. A little bit of an odd army comp here. Very interesting. Triple clones. There's a furnace on the left side, but he put it right in range of the Expo. Oh, he's cloning. Oh, he's cloning the fire mites. This is this gonna work? Are we seeing a new meta in the process? The cloned fire mites take the town hall down, and they're gonna grab the hook tower and the scatter shot as well. That was very cool. Okay, they might not grab the hook tower, but still. That was a neat little trick. Takes out the town hall, the scatter shot. Not quite able to grab the hook tower, unfortunately. Got some more defenses on the left. The furnace is still going as well. He's got 2 of them over there. Hook tower grabbing troops, pulling them in. The Valkyrie. Oh, that was a super Valkyrie. What is this attack? We're seeing things we've never seen before. Super Valkyries, cloned fire mites. Now the question is, will it work? That's the question. Man, what an interesting attack, regardless of the results here. Okay. Still have the king on the right side of the base with his ability. I'm sure he's got spiky ball. He does. I better check because you never know. I mean, this is a guy running super Valks. He could have anything. He's going to get through the Expo on the top side eventually. Royal Champion slowly but surely making her way through. I mean, the army's thinned out quite a bit, but with the king and queen ability still intact and the RC still moving along, I think he still has a chance to triple this base. Let's see if he can make it happen. Gets through the wizard tower on the top side of the base, but the RC is going to go down. He's got nothing to use to save her. So she goes down to the single inferno. The root riders are still opening walls for these troops moving through. The king and queen might be able to clutch this up. That king's in a great spot here, but he doesn't have earthquake boots. Never mind. I was thinking he was going to open all that up with the quake boots, but he's got the spiky ball. Gets a few of these buildings down, damage on a few more, and he's popped that queen's ability like now. He's only got 40 seconds left and quite a few buildings still to get through. Pop your queen, sir. Pop your queen. Pop your queen. Come on. Time. Time. Oh my goodness, he's not popping his queen. There it is, finally. He waited till the 30-second mark. I think he could have done it a little sooner, but we'll see if it was enough. Because this is either a triple or a time fail. King's going to go down to Phoenix. Got to get through the Expo. I think this is a time fail. Giant going to help beat through the wall. Get through quickly. Go, go, go. It's not going to be enough time, though. Man, what an interesting hit. He just didn't do it quickly enough. And honestly, I don't think the slightly late queen ability mattered too much. I don't think it would have been enough of a difference. It might have been another couple of buildings, but it wouldn't have been the 3-star. Very nice try. Very interesting hit from Big Bear, but a defense for Alexide. All right. Oops, I keep pushing the wrong one. Hey, thank you for joining the supporter over on YouTube. I really apologize that I can't read the names. And another super chat. You guys are too kind. I'm gonna have to start learning how to read Korean so I can read your names. Thank you for all the support over on YouTube today. You guys are incredible. Alright, next attack will be the first attack for Alexide. Remember, this is upper bracket, so whoever loses this match is not eliminated, but they will go down to the lower bracket. We'll take a final look at the bracket after this match as well. Also, in between attacks, I'm gonna start a giveaway on Twitch. Reset that. I'll do it after this attack. We got Nyrome with the next hit. Let's see if we can find him on here. There he is. Nyrome with the first hit from Alexide, bringing in the dragons on this one. Angry Jelly with that giant barbarian king. Okay, takes down the enemy RC over the wall with the giant gauntlet. Actually, no, she might have been on that side of the wall. Either way, it doesn't matter. Down she goes. Royal Champion into the Fire Spitter. Tornado Trap's going to hold her up for just a little bit. The next Invis is in. We got a Furnace on defense. No poisons, though, so he's just going to have to kind of deal with it. Next Invis on the left side. He's trying to get this Town Hall down. Earthquake on the right side of the base. Next Invis is down, trying to get this Town Hall secured, and he will. He still has 5 more Invis to use. There's the next one. She went to the left. Oh, my goodness. He wanted her to go into the core. He used the Earthquakes there to get the Monolith down. He's just going to have to roll with it. Not a whole lot he can do here. Okay. RC's chasing Fire Mites now. Gets the Headhunter out of the way. Let's see where the dragons are going to go. Let's see what the rest of the plan's going to be. Got rocket balloons from the bottom side of the base to grab the air defense. Set a little bit of a funnel there on the bottom side. Okay. Stone Slammer onto the left. Man, I really hate seeing the Stone Slammers because they just do not get much value at all. It's going to get maybe one building before it opens up. Got to start using these battle drills more. And down goes the Stone Slammer. It's living on 1 HP. There it is. Yeah, let's start using these battle drills instead of the Stone Slammer. It's way better. But we got a lot of dragons moving through the core of the base. Prince is going to have to pop ability. He's going to pop the Warden's ability first. Keep everything protected. Let it get healed back up. Which is good because that Prince was about halfway down. But that Healing Tome coming in clutch. Monolith in the core of the base does finally go down. Was meant to go for the RC. But she had other plans. There's the Prince ability on the back end of the base. A few rocket balloons coming in. Alright. Not able to get that Wizard Tower quite down. Dragons are thinning out quite a bit though. It's looking rough. There's so much left on the back end of the base. And it's not looking good here for Nyrome. Looking like it might be a defense for INT. Last few things going down. And this is going to be a defense. Nice try. It's going to be a lower percentage too. Can he hit 80? I don't know if he can hit 80. Doesn't look like it. The dragon's stuck on the king. 79%. Good try, good try. Does the prince have the crown? Yes. That is why he's a chonky boy. Oh, man. All tied up at 2, percentage in favor of INT. But it is very early. Still a lot of attacks to go. Alright. Let me fire up a giveaway. Alright, exclamation epic. We'll watch 2 attacks and then I'll pull the winner. Exclamation epic in the chat for Twitch. Your grandchild hates you for calling someone a fatty. Oh no. Yep, exclamation epic. There you go, you're entered. Here we go with the next attack. Gilmar is in. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's get Gilmar on the camera. He's sideways too. There we go. Fireball! We didn't miss it. Into the core of the base. Double earthquakes. He clears out that entire compartment. That queen barely alive over there. She's hanging on by a thread. Alright, nice little opener. Almost missed the fireball messing with the cameras. But we got it. Headhunter one-shots the queen. That feels like kind of a waste of a headhunter. You could have done that with a couple of archers or super barb. Well, that's fine. She's dead. That's all that matters. Alright. Lots of root riders moving in. We got the king and the queen on the outside of the base to help set the funnel. Take out the trash buildings. The king's actually just going to join up with the root riders. So now it's going to be down to the queen to be doing all the funneling. She'll help take out the defending prince. Very nice. Down goes the archer tower. Queen will continue left. So will all the troops, but inside of the base. Got shots coming in from the town hall. Heal spell in the core. That'll help heal up the healers as well. Freeze for the town hall. Keep it shut down. We got the poison over the clan castle. I don't think there's a furnace in there though. So he just kind of swagged his poison. People are so used to poisoning the furnaces, they're just kind of blindly dropping the poison spell. Okay, that's interesting. Down goes the town hall, so the 2-star is locked in. But these defending ice golems are going to be a bit of a headache right here. There's an invis. There's another freeze from the defensive ice golems. There's another freeze. Everything's stuck. This fire spitter's popping off. Barbarian King still has his ability. He's going to get forced here. Spiky ball bouncing around. King goes down to Phoenix. Alright, can he push through the rest of the base? The Royal Champion trying to make her way in towards this monolith, but she gets distracted by the king. We got a giant on the left side, but down goes the RC. And this is going to be another defense for Alexide. Nice try here to Gilmar. And we got a raid coming in from Mr. Eric. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for the raid, Eric. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome in, everybody. How you doing on this fine Saturday afternoon? We are covering the Global Clash Cup Finals. We also do have a giveaway going on right now in the chat. If you guys just popping in, want to type exclamation epic in the chat, enter to win 3 chests. We have 2 more keys for chests to give away. Much appreciated, Eric. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Ashward. Hello, I lost the name. I scrolled right past it. But hello. Aizen, hello, hello. Sandy, Aji. Exclamation epic to win some chests. You'll have 2 chances. We're going to watch one more attack. And after that attack, I will pull the winner. And then we're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow. We'll have a whole new set of giveaways tomorrow. So if you're not following the channel, you might want to click the button and stop by again. Because we did scenery giveaways. We're done with today's scenery giveaways, though. But we got 3 more for tomorrow. And then a bunch more chests, I believe. Who has bigger biceps, you or Eric? Eric for sure. He's a beast. Like, I mean, I do alright, but I'm not at Eric's level. What a question. You last slept 27 hours ago, so you're going to go take a nap for a few hours till Vatic Championship? Nice. Well, have a good nap. If you're live again by the time this wraps up, well, probably not. I think we're just about on the last leg of this. I was going to say, if you're live again, we'll raid it back. But I don't know when Vatic Championship is. But yeah, get some rest. Here we go. Invincible. Willey's balder than Eric. Is that a competition too? I don't know how you win that competition. Is it better to be balder or not? Alright, we got the attack from Invincible. Let's get him up on the camera. Boom, here we go. Mr. Invincible himself. He's got the Warden Walk Queen Charge from the top side of the base. Pushing in, grab the Fire Spitter. Alright. Get into the Expo, get the Poison Tower out of the way. And of course he does have the recall. We got a bunch of Headhunters coming out of the Clan Castle. Luckily he's got the Invis there coming in clutch. Take the Headhunters out before they can do any real damage. The Ice Golem's going to be annoying, but he goes with another Invis to keep the Queen from popping it. And then is he going to recall here? No, he's going to go with another Invis. Get the Scatter Shot out of the way as well. Great value from this little Queen Charge, Warden Walk dive. And then there's the recall, pulling him out of there, put him right back on the outside of the base. That healer catches back up, and here we go. Root Riders are in. We got the Skelly spell on the right side of the base. Root Riders from the top. Royal Champion in the mix. We got a Headhunter for the defending king. Get him out of there as quickly as possible. We have that Overgrowth over the Town Hall as well. The Town Hall and that Gear Tower. Keep all that damage off of these troops as they work around the outside defenses. Get the Monolith taken down. That'll be a big headache out of the way. The Overgrowth wearing off. He does have another one. Is he going to drop it on the Town Hall? He's going to go with a freeze. He wants to make sure the Town Hall gets secured. Then we'll wait and see where the second Overgrowth is going to come in. Probably somewhere towards the back end of the base. Got the King on the bottom side with his Witches there to get the funnel set. Everything's looking good so far. The pathing's shaping up nicely. There's the Warden's ability coming in. It's going to help keep that Queen protected. Actually, does he have the Healing Tome on? It looks like he does. That's the Queen, not the Warden. There we go. No, he does not have the Healing Tome. It was just the Eternal Tome with a Rage. Tornado Trap grabbing the Royal Champion, spinning her around. So have a lot of troops in the mix. There's that Overgrowth on the back end. I think he already dropped it a bit earlier. So it's probably about to wear off here before too long. Drops in a Skelly spell to help with some distraction. It's got a good push going on, but is it enough? Queen beating the wall. She does have her ability, so she can get that Expo damage off of her. There we go. Pops the ability. The Giant comes out, helps her get through the wall. And we got a big push into this back end of the base. Freeze for the Crusher Mortar. Need to get some troops in there. There we go. The Royal Champion's coming in. She'll help work on the Cannon and the Crusher Mortar. Well, if she can get through, I think the Cannon Crusher Mortar is going to take her out. Maybe. Come on. Oh, my goodness. That RC barely got the Cannon down. Down goes the Crusher Mortar, and this is going to be a triple for Invincible. Beautifully done. And Alex Cedar looking good in this match. GG. Very nicely done. All right. Good stuff. Let's jump back out here and see what the score is looking like. So 2 hits apiece. Alex Cedar up by a triple now. Pressure's going to be on to INT. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, here we go. We got Brino in with the next attack for INT. They got a little bit of pressure on. Let's see if I can find the cam for this player. Where's Brino? I'm not finding it. Oh, I found it. There you go. It's crooked, but it's there. So, I think every single INT player cam has been sideways. Every single one. That's hilarious. Alright, well, we got the Spirit Walk from the bottom side of the base. Gonna be able to get through the Ricochet Cannon. The Poison Tower has been triggered. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. That Invis was late, and that RC took a beating. Luckily, she didn't go down to ability. There's the ability here, so he's got the haste popping off. And he's trying to push her through the core, but she's got other plans. She's going down to the right side, going through the gear tower, and she's about to die. Oh, the recall. Did he get her? He did. Wow, that was close. She was almost dead. That was so close. That would have been devastating for this attack. But here we go. He's able to keep the RC alive. We got the troops moving in from the left. We got a Skelly Spell on the outside, the Barbarian King on the outside as well. Root Riders moving into the Town Hall. We got a couple of rocket balloons on the top left side of the base. Okay. Ice Golems out of the defensive clan castle. We got a couple of Fire Spitters here that are going to be a little bit annoying. Or at least that one that's facing in. That Furnace poisoned out of the defensive clan castle as well. The Root Riders slowly but surely going to be making their way into the base. Barbarian King still funneling the outside, getting rid of the trash buildings, the trash defenses. Alright. Root Riders are moving so slow through these poisons. They are struggling to get into this core. They finally make it into the Fire Spitter. Queen. Oh, the Queen goes to ability. She was trying to hang on to it there. She barely got triggered with that last toss to the Crusher Mortar. Alright. Giant pushing through on the top side of the base. But, I mean, the army's gone, and this is going to be a big defense here for Alex Seed. A big swing and a miss for INT, and it's starting to look bad for these guys. 70% is rough. Good try. That is going to be very difficult to come back from. Hey, thank you again for another super chat. Invincible LG is God. He is very good. Very fun to watch. Alright, well, back over to Alex Seed. They got the next attack. They have an opportunity here for a big lead. If they can put up another triple on the board, they'll be up by 2 stars. That's going to make things very difficult for INT. If they can pull it off. We'll see. Even if they don't, if they get good percentage, they're still going to have a pretty solid lead. Alright. Let's see what's next. They got 20 seconds before the next attack can go in. Oh yeah, I was going to pull the winner. Let's do that really quickly. Last call. And the winner is FD God. Are you still here? See if I can quickly grab this. I might have to do it after this next attack. Hello. Alright. Next attack's still not in. I can send you a DM really quickly. There you go. DM is sent. And Hiroya is in. Look at me multitasking. Here we go. The next attack for Alex Seed. Hiroya from the top side of the base. Get through the Expo. Finish it off with the boots. Go up to the multi-archer tower. Get the Ricochet cannon. It's going to be pretty good value here. There's a Lava Hound in the mix. It's interesting. You don't usually see that on a Root Rider attack. Very curious to see where the Lava Hound will come into play. But in the meantime, the Giant Arrow Log Launcher combo is going to do some damage down the middle of the base from the top side. Got balloons, healers, everything in from the top left side of the base. Full sending it. Here we go. Got the Barbarian King on the far left side to set the funnel. Push the Valkyries back, hopefully. No, they're still going to join up with the King. They're low anyway, so it doesn't matter. The Valkyries all go down. Log Launcher's doing a great job down the middle of the base, though. Opening up all these walls, taking out some of these defenses. The Yetis are going to go out to the right side to get a little bit of value over there. Okay. Lots of troops moving in. Get through the Wizard Tower. The Overgrowth is there covering up the Fire Spitter for now, and that Crusher Mortar. It should be wearing off before too long. Ice Golem on the bottom side of the base is going to pop. Where'd he send in the Lava Hound? I didn't even see it. I've never even seen the Lava Hound go in. I'm not sure what he used it for. I'm blind, I guess. But everything's still moving through. We do have the defensive Ice Golem slowing things down just a bit. The other Overgrowth was used on the Crusher Mortar and the Inferno Towers. And then he has one more Overgrowth still to use, potentially. I mean, not potentially. He's obviously going to use it. Getting into the Town Hall area. The RC working on it, but she's going to go down. Queen's moving in as well. The Crusher Mortar popping off. The Queen's beating walls. She's not being helpful. Getting a little bit worried about this Town Hall. We got to get something in there to take it down. There's the Overgrowth. That'll push these troops back. You have to secure that 2-star, and there we go. Everything moving back. The Town Hall is going to go down. That was getting a little scary. Got the Root Riders opening up walls towards the top side of the base. The Giant moving off to the right side. It's not looking good for a 3-star. I don't think he's got enough to push through the rest of these defenses. So we'll see where the percentage is going to land. I'm not sure what the plan was for the ice block, but there's not really anything you can do with it at this point. The ice block and the freeze just kind of got wasted here, unfortunately, but it'll be decent percentage here for Heroia. Very nice try. It's going to wrap up at 87%. Good try, good try. Hello, Bako. Welcome in. And, Sokjin. I'm probably butchering the names. I do apologize. Usually with Hound, they use the ice block. Yeah, but that's usually with dragon attacks. I don't see how that'd be beneficial for a Root Rider attack. Like, for a Root Rider attack, I would more expect the ice block to be on the Giant. Weird. I don't know. Wish he had the Earthquake and Spiky on his King. Yeah, that would have been great there. Welcome in, Mamba. Hello. Alright. Waiting for the next attack from INT. They have an opportunity now to tie it up on stars. If they triple, they could potentially take the percentage lead here. Well, never mind. I was thinking that they had one less attack. But here we go. Regardless, they're going to want to try to triple here. Because they got to get a triple on the board. But it is going to be dragons on this one. With a big Royal Champion charge. Let me restart this as well. Actually, let me grab player cam. This is Dalmacio. Literally every single player. Every camera for these guys. It's crooked. Oh. That RC took a ton of damage there. Is she dead? She is. Oh. That is not a good start. He still has 7 invis. He only got, what, 3 buildings with the Royal Champion? I guess he got a few extra outside buildings. But let's say he got like 3 important buildings. That's rough, man. It's not looking good for INT. Alright. Got dragons. We got a warden. Can he recover? I don't know. It's going to be rough. He got basically no value with a Royal Champion on a Royal Champion charge attack. Here's the warden's ability. Earthquakes in the core. Is he dropping in Yetis? Looks like he might be. There we go. Yetis are out of the blimp. They'll take the Town Hall down. Secure the 2-star. I mean, at this point, they really needed a triple, but they still have an opportunity to get defenses and then triple their last attack. But obviously not the ideal situation for these guys. Alright. Dragons are slowly but surely making their way around the top side of the base. They're also slowly but surely getting thinned out. Got that overgrowth on the bottom side. There's just way too much. I mean, this obviously is not going to be a triple. It's just a matter of pushing the percentage yet again. At least he can keep dropping the invis on the prince and keep him alive. So the invis won't totally go to waste. Oh, Seeking Air Mine. Yikes. Down goes the Prince. Well, he can figure out something else to do with the Invis, I guess. But very nice try. Huge defense again for Alex Seed. And it's looking like they're going to be able to stay alive in the upper bracket. Congratulations to them. Alright, let me start this over here. Alright, the final giveaway of the day. Exclamation GCC in the chat to enter. We will pull the winner at the end of the war. A good try here too, Dalmacio. It's going to be a big fail. You can see he's frustrated. On the bright side, these guys are not eliminated. They will be still alive in the lower bracket, assuming that they can't make some sort of miraculous comeback, which I don't see happening here. Because going into the last round of attacks, they're going to be down by at least 2 stars. Or at least 1 star, sorry, potentially 2. Alright, alright. Exclamation GCC in the Twitch chat for a chance to win a giveaway. We are giving away chests. You'll get 3 chests. Right. How did this team beat Reckoning? Yeah, they could have had a good match. It's hard to say. Hello, We On Esme. Welcome in. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be waiting on this side here. Waiting for the next hit from Alex Seed. Who's left? They have Sun Sun and Kazuma. Here we go. Sun Sun is in. Oh, he's sideways too. The first one for Alex Seed to be sideways, I believe. How's it going? Any pro use the new equipment? Nah, I think it's people haven't had enough time to test the new equipment to be using it yet. I'd say wait a month and then we'll see if people use it. If it's not being used in a month, it won't be used at all. We got the overgrowth on the left side of the base. The Royal Champion pushing her way in from the top side. She'll get through the Poison Tower. Pops her ability. That's going to make her go a little bit quicker. Trying to get her into the middle to get this Crusher Mortar out of here. It does get a shot off. She gets distracted. The defending RC pulling his RC out of the core, but she does go back. Oh, he's going to go with the recall. Okay. I was thinking this was a long RC charge, but he got a nice chunk of that top right corner cleared out. So not bad at all. What's he dropping in? He's got a few small troops coming in. Got lots of Root Riders from the top left side of the base. Balloons over the top. Here we go. Full send in it. Got the troop launcher in from the top side as well. Sneezy and the Queen on the far left, trying to do a little bit of funneling. Sure. Alright. Still lots of Root Riders making their way through. We've got the Town Hall covered up with the Overgrowth. Warden's coming in late. Did he drop the Warden in late on purpose? I'm not even sure. We got the multi-gear tower going down. Multi-archer tower on the bottom left. Overgrowth wears off at the perfect time. Look at that. He's able to get this Town Hall down nice and early. Okay. Things still pushing through. We got the Mortar Crusher still firing away. It's just a slow rolling attack. It's not looking too bad though. He's got a lot of troops moving along, but I'm a little bit worried because nothing's really going into the middle where that Crusher Mortar's at, and it's going to be able to get a lot of shots in. The King's still walking across the bottom side of the base. The Queen moving into the middle of the base. Finally, we're starting to push in towards where these big defenses are. We need to get them taken care of. We're at 64%. See if we can push this percentage up. I don't know if he has enough power to get through everything that's left. This is going to be a tough back end. In fact, I'm pretty positive this is going to be a 2-star here from Sun Sun, so it's just going to be a matter of pushing percentage, just because there is so much left alive on the back end of the base. You got the Tesla Farm, Defending King, Monolith, Scatter Shots. It's just a little bit overwhelming for whatever troops are still here. Alright. See if everything can move up towards the top side of the base. We got super barbs popping through. And it looks like it's going to be wrapping up. The percentage ended up being pretty solid here, though, at 88. Can he pick up any more? Can we get 90? And he does get 90%. And then that's going to do it for this one. Nice try to Sun, but that was still a pretty decent attack. Not shabby. Not too bad at all. All right, very nice. Chest. It is a chest. We'll do more sceneries tomorrow. More sceneries tomorrow. And more chests tomorrow, I believe. Alright. We are down to the last attack for INT. They are down by a star. So their only path to victory for INT is a triple and a big defense. See what the percentage is looking like. 71.2 to 66.2. That is a big difference. Alrighty. See the last attack coming in here for INT, and there we go. It's gonna be Thalison for INT. And this real quick. There we go. Royal Champion from the bottom. We got 2 Overgrowths, a bunch of Invis, and a Recall. Don't forget, exclamation GCC in the Twitch chat to enter to win the chests. Get through the Expo, through the Multi-Archer Tower. Alright, she's going to move up to the left, go for the Multi-Inferno Tower as well. Next Invis down for the Royal Champion as she continues her way towards that Fire Spitter. I think that's the goal, and there we go. She does move up to the Fire Spitter to get that taken care of. She should be able to get the Crusher Mortar down as well. Oh, he didn't. He could have dropped that Invis, so she pushed up a little bit faster. She's not going to get the Crusher Mortar now. Yeah, I think that last Invis should have been placed a little bit higher. It's unfortunate that Crusher Mortar has been a menace on defense today for these Root Rider attacks. It does a ton of damage, especially if it doesn't go down quickly. But here we go. The Root Riders are in. The Troop Launcher's in. King and Queen off to the far left side of the base. Got rocket balloons and a furnace out of the defensive CC. He does not have a poison to deal with it, or he already dropped it. Oh, he already dropped it on the rocket balloons. So the furnace is just going to be able to fire up all these fire mites. And that's going to be kind of a headache as well. That's going to slow him down considerably. But the Overgrowth onto the Town Hall is going to last here for a little bit. All the troops going up and around. And hopefully he doesn't get himself into a tricky situation here where everything skips the Town Hall. He's going to Overgrowth the Town Hall again. A little bit risky, but I guess at this point they need all or nothing, so I guess it doesn't really matter if it's risky for a 1-star. It's either they triple or they are for sure going home. Even if they do triple, they still might, well, not go home, but go down to the lower bracket. Alright. Thing's still making its way around. The Town Hall is still standing. Got healers on these troops. Pops the late Warden's ability. Does he have the healing tome? I don't think he does. No, he does not. Those healers are pretty much dead. As soon as the Warden's ability wears off, they're going to be cooked. Royal Champion Rocket Spear coming through, but the RC is about to go down. She is dead. This is going to be a 1-star. He's not going to be able to get back to the Town Hall. He's got the Queen's ability still to use, but it's going to be a bit too much. He's still got the Defending King to get through. 30 seconds left on the clock. Ricochet Cannon goes down. The Queen's going to fight the King here. Alright, oh, she's going to step in that direction. There we go. The King's going to fight her. Pops Queen's ability, but that is going to be it. INT 1-star, and they head down to the lower bracket. Alex Seed moving ahead in the upper bracket. Congratulations to Alex Seed. We'll be seeing them in the upper bracket tomorrow. So now the question is, how many more matches do Alex Seed have before they're in the championship? In the finals. Let's see. So Alex Seed have to win one more match to get to the grand finale. That is all they've got to do. And that'll be tomorrow. I think that might be the first match tomorrow. Or no, I think we start with these two. We start with 9 and 10. So tomorrow will be elimination matches to start the day. And then Alex Seed versus either only Badzinger or Electros. and then we'll see the first team in the grand finale. Very good, very good. Alright, who's the last attacker? It's Kazuma. I can go ahead and get his camera up. There he is. And he's in. Last attack of the match, last attack of the day. And here we go. Mr. Kazuma, not Navi Kazuma. We have two Kazumas who are insane in the competitive scene. Getting through the ricochet cannon. Lots of potential value down here at the bottom side of the base for the Royal Champion. Is he going to invis to push her back? He's just going for a short charge here. He's not going for a whole lot. So it looks like he's just going to funnel this outside edge and call that good enough. There's the recall. Got an ice golem from the bottom side of the base. Alright. Everything pushing in. We got the log launcher moving through. Got lots of troops from the bottom, and then we'll see probably the king on the left side. Set that other side of the funnel. Actually, he's going to have everything pushing out towards the left. The log launcher still pushing through. Getting the walls opened up, getting a little bit of damage onto the monolith. It's obviously not going to be enough to take it out, but we'll have some Yetis coming out of there to potentially help out. Or at least I assume it's Yetis. It's a pretty safe bet because it is Yetis. Barbarian King on the top left side, funneling out the trash buildings, and the Root Riders have a straight shot to the Town Hall. Nice overgrowth on the right side of the base. It's going to cover up the Fire Spitter and the Monolith for a little while. Town Hall shots are coming in, so they will be taking some damage from that. The Warden ability does not include a healing tome. So it might be better to pop that a little bit earlier rather than later. He has no healing for these Root Riders. That's scary. That is not good. The healers have already been cooked. Oh man, oh my goodness, this could be bad. I think he's okay. I think he's got the Town Hall secured. There's the Warden's ability. Okay. He was scaring me a little bit there. I thought he might 1-star as well. Not that it would matter. They've already won the match, even with a star. But he does secure the 2-star, and he might even be able to push this through for 3. He's dropped his last overgrowth on the monolith, so it's going to be staying there. An invis for the Royal Champion, continuing to push her through. How in the world has he pushed this far with basically no healing at all for his troops? Because those healers died early. My goodness, this is a very good attack from Kazuma. But it's not going to be a 3-star. I would still say that's an insane recovery considering the no healing thing. Because usually if the Root Riders don't have healing, it dies way faster than that. But nicely done to Kazuma and Alexide. They move along in the upper bracket, and there we go, 11-9. Let's pull our last giveaway winner for the day. A Cowboy, congratulations. I will send you the link. Let me pop this up. And there you go. And there we have it. So that is it for today's matches in the GCC. We will be back tomorrow to finish watching the bracket. We will have Alexide versus either Only Bad Zinger or Team Electros in the upper bracket. And then we'll have our 2 lower bracket matches as well. We'll get an updated bracket before tomorrow starts. But that's it for me today. I will pay out the channel points. For those of you over on YouTube and Kick, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the support from the Korean community as well. You guys are amazing. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. We'll be watching Alexide again tomorrow. But thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you guys later.